Hello, everyone. I should have tested that before I started streaming. Hello, everyone. Happy Tier List Tuesday. Today's one I've talked about doing for a little while now. I'm going to rank all the board games I played this year, which it shouldn't take too long. There's only 16 of them, which to some people that may be a lot, to some people that may be barely anything. So I'm going to go over all the games I played this year. I don't think I missed any. I have like a mix of some solo games, some, deeper games, party games. So yeah, we'll talk about that. And maybe I'll talk a little bit about the games I want to play next year, because as probably most of you watching, I have many games that I have never played. So there's a bit of a backlog. There's ones I really want to get to, just haven't had the chance. But how's everyone doing today? Hey, Chaos. Back at it again, putting things in the list with tiers. Hell yeah, brother. That's what we're about here. How's everyone doing, though? New Year's Eve tomorrow. Which, actually, that reminds me a little bit. So, tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Tabletop Simulator with you guys. So, this stream kind of leads into tomorrow as well, right? So, today I'll be talking about the board games I've played this year and ranking them. Tomorrow, I will be playing board games with you guys. So, if anyone is a loner like me and will be home on New Year's Eve doing nothing, come hang out. Come play Tabletop Simulator with me. We'll play some games. I will say, I was thinking about it, right? Because I don't know how Tabletop Simulator works. Like, I know what the idea of it is, but I don't know, like, the controls. I don't know the hotkeys. I don't know how to navigate it, right? So I was wondering if it'd probably be best to start tomorrow by playing a game I've played before. So I'm not learning Tabletop Simulator, but then at the same time learning a brand new game, right? It kind of seems like two things at once. So maybe we could try even like a simple game, right? Just try playing something I've played already to learn Tabletop Simulator, and then from there I'm down to try out whatever we talked about, Nemesis or whatever else. But Davy or Zenny, how's it going? I've heard of some of these before. Yeah, you guys are going to get a bit of an idea of the kinds of games I like too, right? Because I've talked about it here and there, some of the games I like. But, this will get you much more into my mind, like the genres and the style of games I like. But I'm good, Chaos. Thanks for asking. Almost New Year's. And it still kind of feels like, Christmas to New Year's. It kind of just feels like the holidays still, even though Christmas is past. Chaos, I am much alone too. I'll be there. Good to hear, my friend. Have you played Wingspan? Been on a roll playing it recently? So no. So Wingspan is a game I've thought about buying for years. Like, I know it's received very, very well. I know the theme will appeal to some people I know, but I haven't got around to it. Same with like the other knockoff ones, right? The Finspan, Wormspan. Yeah, I've never played any of them, but I've heard they're good. Well, they've sold a lot, so they must be, I assume. But so one thing I will say is this year, there kind of was like a rift in the games I played. I used to have and play games of like all difficulty levels, right? I had party games for like big get-togethers. I had more casual games for some of my more like casual friends, and then I had deeper games for like my more nerdy friends or playing solo. And over time, like a lot of the more like casual people I knew, I don't know, they just like struggled with some of the games I brought. And to me, they're very simple. Like I'm talking games like I don't have them here because I didn't play them this year, but like Pandemic, Splendor, what's the camel one? The racing camel one. Camel Up, like stuff like that, like just pretty casual, simple games. So many people I know still struggled with them and just struggled to understand them and play them. And like, I would try to introduce these new games that to me aren't very complicated, but they just want to go back to like Uno. Like they just want to play like the most simple of simple. Like if I explain rules for for more than 30 seconds, their eyes just like roll in the back of their head, So it kind of got to the point where I just stopped trying. So I actually sold a shit ton of my games. I sold, like I said, that whole like genre there, like that complexity, that casual complexity. Azul is one I kept because me and my girlfriend enjoy that one, and we play it 2-player, you know, here and there. But Azul is another good example. You know, games in that like casual sphere, I pretty much sold them all. It was funny because I had someone, I listed them all up on like Facebook Marketplace, right? And it was like 12 or 15 games or something. And I had a guy message me and he was like, shit, like he's like, I'll take like 8 of them, you know? And then I had a friend of mine message me and he's like, man, I saw your ad and like, holy shit, like you're selling like a lot of like good games. And I was just like, yeah, you know, like no one wants to play them. Like I tried. But Zenny, what are your opinions on 2-player games? Also, have you played either Splendor Duel or I don't know how to say it. I know the game Juper, I don't think I have any 2-player games. I've been interested in checking them out because, like I said, my girlfriend and I will play Azul here and there, and actually a 2-player Azul came out this year as Azul Duel. So it's on my radar. Same with Splendor. I almost bought Splendor Duel as well, just to like play with my girlfriend. So I don't have any like 2-player games. I know they're very popular. It feels like every board game lately is coming out with a 2-player variant. But I don't own any. But they're on my radar for sure. And like I said, I don't know how to say it. Jaipur? I've seen that game many times. No. Board game. I've seen that game many times, and I've always seen it recommended, but yeah, I'm sure at some point I'll check some out. Also, TTS is quite simple to navigate. You don't need to use much for the extra interface. It's a 3D environment, so you use your mouse to interact with objects, move the camera. WASD pans the camera. There aren't really any keybinds. Okay, I don't know why, like in my head, I pictured it a little more complicated than it might be. So anyways, so I sold off basically all of my casual games, and then it's got to the point where I basically now have party games, or I have like deeper games that I'll either play solo or I'll play with like my close nerdy friends. I don't really have any in between anymore. So it's, yeah, 2 sides of the spectrum, because like I said, I gave up. I got sick of trying to introduce games to people that, again, to me are very simple and very fun, but people are very stubborn. People, you know, at least the people, I don't know, at least the people I'm talking to and referring to, but in multiple groups of people, multiple groups of friends and family, where they just want to stick to the games they know. They don't want to learn new things. They don't want to like expand their horizons, right? It's like people with food. People will like, some people will like the things they like with food. They don't want to try new things. You know, they don't want to try food from other cultures. They don't want to try whatever. They don't want to, you know, expand their palate. And people are like that with board games as well. So, like I said, it got to me. I got like pissed at one point because there was like a specific moment I remember where I was trying to explain a game to some people. I forget what game it was, but like I said, you could just see them all like zone out. And I literally was talking for like 20-30 seconds, and in my mind a switch flipped and I was like, I'm selling all these. I was like, I'm so mad. I'm not doing this anymore. Anyone who's played board games with people, you know, man, explaining games to people is the worst sometimes, because you always get people that like don't pay attention, or you know, like you could be multiple turns into a game and they will ask the most simple questions that were explained like right at the start. It's tough, man. It's like trying to like get like children, you know, together and like to play something. Also, Zenny, I can recommend both of those. Also, Desperate. Is it Desperate or Desperate Oasis? I'm not sure if that's I spelled that totally wrong. Oh, Desperate Oasis. Oh, I don't recognize the cover here. But yeah, like I said, I kept Azul because my girlfriend and I like it. And like there is a couple people I know that they will play it as well. But I feel like that is like the upper level of the like intelligence that people are willing to use. People really do be like that. So many cool board games, but it's all Monopoly, Uno, sorry. Yeah, exactly. My girlfriend's family specifically, they love like card games. they have a really hard time branching out of card games. And so that's actually why just this month I bought Flip 7. After seeing it recommended for like a long time, I thought it would vibe with my girlfriend's family so much because it's just cards. It's very similar to like an Uno or like a War, or it's very similar to like blackjack, you know. So and we played it this holiday season. They liked it a lot, so that was a win. So maybe part of the problem is me. I gotta like learn my audience and like read the room. Maybe I was expecting too much of people, but you gotta try, right? Because like with the food thing, right? There could be some of like your favorite foods out there, but if you don't try, like you'll never know, right? So it's worth a shot. I shot my shot and I missed, and I learned my lesson. So yeah, just gonna go in alphabetical order here. Let me bring them up here. So first one is Ashes Reborn. For anyone unfamiliar, this is a game that's kind of seen multiple like revisions over the years. It originally started off, I believe it says, I forget where it says it, but basically this started off as a game that I think came out in like the early 2010s. It was just called Ashes Reborn, and it's kind of similar to like a Magic the Gathering, right? It's like a dueling card game. And then in 2015, they kind of did like a re-release of the game. They called it Rise of the Phoenixborn. They changed some things, fixed some things. But then the big thing was in the late 2010s, they started releasing solo modules, solo expansions. So, man, I'm not used to navigating Board Game Geek on the browser. Yeah, so these Ashes Reborn Red Rains, these are all like solo expansions. So basically it gives you like a solo boss to play against. And then they're coming out with a new version again. I think the Kickstarter's fulfilling right now. It's now called Ashes Ascendancy, but it's all the same game. It's just like kind of like refreshed versions of it, right? But yeah, I bought this game basically to try and scratch like the solo Magic the Gathering itch. You know, I love Magic the Gathering, and I don't get to play it as much as I would like anymore. And I was on the lookout for like, what are games that are like Magic that I can just play solo, right? And Ashes is similar in the sense that like you're playing creatures, you're playing spells, you're attacking your opponent. You know, it's you're taking turns back and forth. It's very similar like that. There is a dice mechanic in it, but I like it. Basically, instead of like in Magic, you have like your lands, right? The way Ashes works is you have 10 dice, and you could do kind of, there's different colors of dice, right? And you could do decks that have multiple dice, and you kind of pick your own ratio. So it's kind of like lands in that sense, that you could be like, oh, okay, I want 3 green dice and 7 blue dice or something, right? And at the beginning of the round, you roll the dice, and basically they end up being resources that you use to play your cards. That's kind of like the major difference between Magic, I would say, is it's dice instead of lands. But other than that, it's very similar. And I haven't played it recently. I want to get back into it now that there's this new version coming out, and they're coming out with like a new wave of bosses and stuff like that. But in my time with it, I really enjoyed it. I have 3, I think, of the boss expansions. I have some multiple like extra decks I've bought. I bought a whole like storage solution for it. So I haven't played it recently, but I want to, that is one of my goals for this year, is to get back into it, especially with this expansion coming out. But it's pretty cheap to get into. Like, I think this new starter box that's coming out, it's like $50 or something, and it comes with like a couple player decks. It comes with like a couple boss decks, and then from there, it's very easy to like piecemeal like upgrade it. You know, you can buy individual like boss decks. You can buy all I point at the screen. These are like individual player decks, right? You could buy individual player decks. There's a shit ton of them. You could buy boss decks. There's like new colored dice that came out, and they actually changed it recently too, where you can buy them by themselves. Like before, if you wanted the different colored dice, you had to buy this kind of like mini expansion that came with it. Now you can buy just the dice if you want. So it's kind of cool in that you can like pick what you want, right? Like, I'm going to get this deck, I'm going to get this new color, I'm going to get these 2 bosses. It's very open to kind of upgrade from there. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I got to get back to it. Also, chaos, my method to avoid the eyes rolling back into people's heads with explanations is just to give them a concept, give them the briefest rundown of how to play their turn, and we just go. I've tried that. That is a good recommendation for sure. Specifics will be figured out during the game as an interactive thing. It bypasses the boring slideshow aspect and gets them in the game and lets them learn as they do. I do think that's a good idea. I think it depends on the audience, because I've tried that with some of my nerdier friends. You know, I've had a game that's like a little bit deeper, and instead of spending 20 minutes explaining the rules, I give them the core concepts and we kind of jump in. But then I've had people get annoyed because we'll be playing and then some rule or some interaction will come up that I didn't explain initially, and they'll get like annoyed because they'll be like, oh, that could have like affected my decision making previously or like whatever, right? So it's like, you can't, like, you win some, you lose some, man. But I do think for like more casual audiences, I do think that's a pretty good approach. Because like I said, the longer you talk, the more they're like, the less they're going to pay attention, right? Also, this game, I really like the art on this, on the cards on this game. Yeah, see, here's a couple here. And it's like, it's very similar to like any other card game, right? They have like an attack, a health value. But yeah, no. Like I said, if it's worth checking out, if you're looking for like a single player, you know, Magic style game, very much enjoy it. Azul, A for Azul. So anyone unfamiliar with Azul, very casual game. I'll bring some pictures here. Basically, it involves placing these tiles. You know, you take turns like grabbing amounts of these tiles and placing them in your board. It's very, very simple. As I mentioned with like my more like casual friends and stuff like that, I feel like this is kind of like their ceiling, you know? This is like the most amount of like brain power they're willing to exert. Azul can be very deep. There can be some like deep strategies because it's very easy to like cock block your opponents, right? Because it's that style, it's like you're drafting, basically, right? Anyone like familiar with Magic, you're going around the table, grabbing from like a collective pool, right? So if you really wanted to, you could pay attention to like what your opponents need and like take what they need, right? Most of the casual people don't think like that. They kind of just like tunnel vision on their own stuff. But there is like strategic depth to this game. And this is a game that, yeah, me and my girlfriend, just the two of us, have played quite a bit. Chaos for the rule jump scare thing. I allow undos and ask any questions about things before they try something. That's fair, for sure. But yeah, Azul, it has like a million spin-offs now. I just have the base game still. Is it under expansions? No. Versions? Yep, I think. Let me just search Azul. Yeah, see, Azul, Stained Glass, Summer Pavilion, Queen's Garden, Crystal Mosaic, Chocolatier. There's like a million versions of this game now. I don't really know if there's like mechanical differences between them or if it's more like an aesthetic thing. But then, yeah, they did come out with Azul Duel this year, which is a 2-player variant of the game, which I'll probably pick up at some point. Because if my girlfriend and I ever play a game together, like Azul is kind of like the go-to one. So yeah, I'll give it an A. I like it. I think it's good for me because it's casual, but as I mentioned, there is like that strategic depth. So while someone can just kind of laser focus on their own board and it can be very easy and simple, there's also more that, like, if you want to be deeper about it, there's more you can think about too. The more billion versions, yes, yes. Code names. So code names, again, for anyone unfamiliar, it's a party game. Very, 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 very simple party game. It involves, you know, splitting into teams and basically getting like your team to like guess a word with hints. That's basically what it boils down to. And until the last year or two, this was like my go-to party game. If we ever had a family get together or like a holiday get together, Codenames was always the game I pulled out. Codenames was always the game like people were asking for, right? Because it's very simple. It's one of those games you can literally explain the rules in like 15 seconds. It's pretty quick. You know, it's got back and forth. It's got you like discussing with your teams. It's also a team game, which is kind of good because if someone isn't very like confident themselves or isn't very good themselves, they can be propped up a bit by their team, right? Because sometimes people are intimidated to play games because they don't want to get shit on. So the fact that it's a team game definitely helps. Chaos Codenames is one I've seen played before. It's always there at board game get-togethers. Yeah, if you go to like any board game cafe or you get together people for board games, Codenames is very, very common. Again, there's been a million spin-offs of this game as well. There's like a Disney version. Oh, there's also a 2-player version. Codename Pictures. There's a, oh, I didn't even know this. There's a Harry Potter version, Disney, Marvel, Blizzard edition. What is this? Oh, this edition was not a retail product, only being available to employees as a company gift in 2019. That's really cool. I bet you could find like copies of this on eBay for like stupid amounts of money. That's really neat though. Huh. Very relevant. So yeah, so as I mentioned, Codenames, very, very popular, very asked for. You can't go wrong with it, right? But I will say over the years, it has been kind of knocked down a peg because I've found better games that fit that niche better. So it's still fine, but it's just a B. But I will say, like, no one will complain, right? No one will not be happy to play Codenames, but I do see it asked for less because I've gotten better options that I think fit that niche better. That we'll get to a bit later. Me when a 2-player version of a game gets released, never seen before. Yeah, I totally forgot or didn't know that there was a 2-player version of Codenames. I don't even know how that would work. Because the whole point of Codenames is getting your team to guess a word based on hints and stuff, right? So I don't know. That'd be like a major difference in gameplay, I'm guessing. I don't know. Next up is Earthborn Rangers. Earthborn Rangers is a game I kickstarted like a year and a half ago. It basically came out in 2023, but it was a Kickstarter game, but it had a very like limited print run, and it had very good, like it got very good reviews after it released, but because it was such a limited print run, it wasn't really like available, right? Basically the game fulfilled and it got all these good reviews and it got on a lot of people's radars, but you couldn't get it at that point. It was basically like the resale market was the only way to get it, right? Because it wasn't in retail stores. They fulfilled all the copies to backers. And then in 2024, I believe, they did like a reprint campaign. So I backed it then. And now it's gotten much, much more reach. You know, I see it in some retail stores and it's much easier to get now. Hey, bro, how's it going? When are you playing the Bazaar? Actually, that is a good idea. I should try it sometime. I remember when it was in beta, I bought the beta access and I played it for like an hour or two. And at the time, I wasn't like super into auto battlers, but they've grown on me a little bit. So I'd have to check it out again. We're doing board games. Yeah, so I'm ranking all the board games I played this year. So not a crazy amount. It's 16, but like I mentioned, for some people that can be a lot. For some people, that's nothing. But yeah, so far I got Ashes Reborn. It's like a solo Magic the Gathering style game, which I really enjoy. Azul, more casual game, but I like playing with my girlfriend. Codenames, party game, you know. And then, yeah, right now I'm talking about Earthborn Rangers. So Earthborn Rangers, from my understanding, a bunch of people that made it used to be involved with Arkham Horror, the card game. Which, again, anyone unfamiliar, very, very popular game. I think it's in like the top 10 on BGG. Oh, 32. Maybe I'm thinking of like solo rankings, because solo rankings, it's like the number 2, I think. But anyways, yeah, from my understanding, a bunch of the people that worked on Arkham Horror went and started working on this game. It's very, very similar concepts where it is like a card-based, you know, campaign. So it's all card based. You have like your deck that represents like your person, right? And you're playing cards and you're doing skill checks and you're navigating like a story as well. And it was something I was very, very hyped for a long time. And I'll be honest, I only played a couple sessions of it because soon after I got it, I got a different game that actually sucked me in much, much more. So I'll touch on that a bit later. But I will say I was a little disappointed with it. Maybe it's just because I haven't sunk my teeth into it yet. But yeah, I'll have to dive back into it this year. I will say one negative to me is that, you know, a big thing with the game and even the company is it's very, as you could tell from the name, it's very much like friendly, earthy. Like, you know, one of the things they did was the entire game is compostable, which I will say it has some pros and some cons. Like, sure, it's good for the environment. On the negative side, though, the game is much more expensive than it should be because of the way it was manufactured, right? It was manufactured, you know, to do these things more like earth conscious. It's more expensive, right? So for the price you pay for this game, you can buy other games that are much, much more content to them, like physically. The other thing too is the cards feel cheap because of, you know, the way a normal card is manufactured, right? From my understanding, it's like 2 pieces of paper with like a plastic core in the middle. And these cards don't have that plastic core. It's just like paper, right? So they feel very thin and flimsy. And there's all kinds of issues with people's cards getting damaged during delivery and stuff just because they are more like delicate, right? So it's kind of counterproductive because they make these compostable, more like earth conscious cards, but then you need to sleeve them so you don't like ruin them, right? So they save this plastic during the manufacturing, but then you're sleeving them anyways. So it's like, I don't know. It, on one hand, I get it, but on the other hand, it just seems like anti-consumer is the wrong word, but it just feels bad when you spend this much money and you get a product that like feels cheap, you know? Chaos, can you repeat all that? I got an ad. I don't know why you would have got an ad. But no, I basically just said that this company, they're very like earth conscious and you know, the whole game is compostable. There's no plastic in the product. There's no shrink wrap on the game. Like literally you could buy the game and throw it in a compost bin without even opening it. Like the entire game is biodegradable, it's compostable. And like I said, it's a cool idea, but it feels bad. It feels bad that the components feel cheap. It feels bad that it's more expensive than it should be. And then, so that mentality, how I started this whole topic, that mentality works its way into the game as well. In the game, it's very like family friendly. Like you don't kill things in the game, which like you don't need to kill things. I'm not saying that in a negative. It's just like, that's the vibe, right? It's very, yeah, it's just like very like family friendly, like one with nature. It's very much that vibe, which it didn't like stick with me 100%. I didn't love it, but as I mentioned, I only played a few sessions, so maybe I'll need to dive into it a little more. But it's really cool concept. I really like the mechanics of the game. I really like the way the cards work and the whole like weather system and the way you encounter enemies and stuff. I do like a lot about it. Just, I don't know. Actually playing it, the theme and the vibe just turned me off a little bit. And the story was, this is one complaint you hear a lot with this game, because like the opening quest in the game is like literally delivering biscuits to someone. and I get it, like it teaches you the mechanics of the game, but the story just like didn't suck me in right away. Chaos, I had to refresh the vid. Oh, okay, it was lagging behind. Brusnik, go get some money. See you later. Thanks for joining us, bro. Go make that money. Biodegradable games are good until mold catches onto them. Yeah, like I said, I think there's pros and cons. Like, I appreciate the effort they put in, but I feel like I spent a lot on this game. And like I said, the amount of money I spent on this game, when I look at what it could have got me from other games, like it blows my mind. So it is a B. It might creep up. It's very highly rated. Like, what's it at on BGG currently? Okay, it's at 500. It recently started fulfilling, but you can see thematic 78, customizable 12. It's got a lot of good ratings. Got 8.1 currently. Like, I don't doubt it's a good game. It's just, I don't know, wasn't vibing with me. But I'll have to revisit it this year. Next up is Cthulhu Death May Die. Always spell it wrong. So Cthulhu Death May Die is really nice because it's a game that I play solo, but I also play with my friends. So it kind of works like double duty there, right? And basically, let me see if I can get a good picture of a map over here. Everyone just showing off their miniatures. All right. Anyways, basically, you know, the base game comes with, I think, 5 or 6 scenarios, and each scenario, you know, like you put together like a map, and you have some objective, and you have enemies that are coming up. So there's a nice, good bit of variety in the game. And this is also only the first game. There's at least 4 been released, with 5 and 6 coming out. So yeah, there's lots of variety in the scenarios. There's a bunch of different characters in the game that they play differently. There's 2 like main bosses in each box too, which they you know, affect the game differently. You're rolling dice. It's a pretty simple game, honestly. If you're looking to get someone more into like board games, I feel like this is a very good gateway game. Because it's pretty simple. You're rolling dice. You're doing like 1 or 2 things a turn. There's lots of minis on the board, which can pull people in. Like I said, it could be played solo. It could be played with groups. I think it's an A. I feel like if I maybe got some of the other seasons for the game, it can maybe creep its way up. Because I'm pretty sure I only have the very first one that came out. And I'm pretty sure I remember reading in some of the later iterations, they added some more mechanics that add like a bit more depth to it. That's maybe my only complaint, is it could be a little too simple sometimes. But it's good for certain audiences, right? Because like I said, if you want to just like chuck dice and have fun with like a more casual game or casual audience, very good for that. And there's good variety in the box. Dice rolling and lots of minis. This is starting to sound like Warhammer. Yeah, a little bit. No measuring though. Also, I've seen this too. Really love the vibes. Yeah, I do agree. The vibes of the game are great. Like some of the minis are really cool. Also, one really cool mechanic in this game is in a lot of, you know, like Lovecraftian Cthulhu games, you're building up like insanity, right? And insanity is usually like a bad thing. In Cthulhu Death May Die, it's a good thing until it isn't. Basically, as you build up insanity, your character actually gets stronger. So let me open this picture here. So this track here at the top is basically your insanity, right? And whenever you hit one of these checkpoints, you actually get to rank up an ability and you get stronger. And you actually get more dice too. So as you get more insane, you get stronger, you get to roll more dice. But if you get to the end, you die. So it's a cool balancing act where it's like you want to gain insanity to get stronger, but you don't want to gain it maybe too fast, right? Because usually as you get towards the end of the game and you're kind of like starting to face the boss and stuff, you might be only a couple away from dying. So it's a tough balancing act, but it's a cool mechanic because like I said, usually it's just a bad thing. It's cool to see you get more, you know, stronger as you go more insane. So a cool mechanic there. Me starting at max insanity because I'm already insane. Hey, like I said, it's a good thing for a little while. But yeah, it's a very good game. I like that it can appeal to like a lot of different like audiences and people. Dune Imperium. So Dune Imperium is another one that I play solo and I play with friends. So it kind of does double duty there. As you can see, it's number 5 on BGG. Very, very highly rated. One thing that's kind of cool to me is it actually uses the same like universe as the movies. So as you can see here, like the character art and stuff, and some of the like the art of some of like the ornithopters and the worms and stuff, they use the same art style and stuff and actors as the movies, which I think is cool because I liked the movies, and you know, it's kind of cool to have like continuality or whatever you want to say there. But yeah, it's a fun game. You can play solo, you can play with a group. The solo mode is like pretty in depth. There's a whole section in the rulebook dedicated to it. There's a whole like deck of cards it comes with that are specifically for solo play. It basically simulates, two other opponents, and that's cool. It's a worker placement game. You're putting workers on the board. You're accumulating like guys in your army. You're fighting for resources. Yeah, I only have the base game. There's a couple expansions for it. I actually just got one of the expansions for Christmas. I did like a Secret Santa with my family, and I got the Rise of X expansion. So I'll have to go about checking that out. But yeah, I have a whole like 3D printed insert for Dune Imperium. I have the whole game sleeved. I play it. So I had this summer, I went to a cottage with a bunch of my friends, and we had like a 3-hour game of Dune Imperium, and it was like one of the highlights of my summer. Like, it was really, really fun. So I think Dune Imperium's S tier. The fact that it scratches that solo itch and that group play itch is great, and it does it both very, very well. I think the solo mode is pretty good. Dune's a cool franchise. It inspired a lot of Warhammer, which I love. It is crazy how old Dune is. I didn't realize that for the longest time. Isn't it from like the 50s or the 60s originally? 1965. Yeah, I didn't know that it's so old, and it has inspired a lot of science fiction since, and like influenced a lot of science fiction since. I just never really got into it like I had with Warhammer and whatnot. Yeah, I haven't. Did I read Dune? I can't remember if I read the first Dune book. I haven't read like any of the sequels because I know there's a lot and it gets kind of out there. I think I read the first Dune book years ago, but only the first. Board games with AI are dope. I love seeing how different games handle non-player game actions without just being a list of things like so with Dune Imperium, there is a deck of cards it comes with. It's basically like the solo like AI deck, or you can just use it like if you want, you can use an app to simulate the deck as well. But yeah, basically because it's a worker placement game, right? You basically flip the card, and it's like, all right, that's where the opponent's going to go for that turn, and then you just resolve whatever actions are on that space. Flip a card for the other opponent. That's what they do. You take your turn. Like, it's very, very quick, very, very simple. So yeah, very happy with Dune. I got the new expansion with Christmas. I'm looking forward to integrating it and trying it out there. And there's more expansions. So yeah, good game. And it's cheap too. I think the base game here, or there's also, where is it? Again, I'm not used to the browser version of BGG. There's also Dune Imperium Uprising, which is kind of like a refresh of the game. It's like 80% the same with some like rule updates and like some new mechanics. It's basically like Dune Imperium is the first Dune movie, and then Dune Imperium Uprising is the second movie, basically. But they're basically the same. There's just some slight differences, and then there's some expansions you can add as well. I got the Rise of X one I mentioned. There's this Immortality. There's the Bloodlines that just came out this year as well. So they're still supporting the game, and yeah, as you can see, very, very highly rated. It's kind of crazy because I feel like it's funny because most like adaptations of stuff I feel like are kind of shit. Like, most of the time when they adapt like a video game into like a movie or some other medium, it's not great. So I feel like I didn't expect a whole lot when I heard they were making like a Dune board game, but yeah, it turned out very, very well. So good for them. Sequel has Uprising in its name, me getting flashbacks to Pacific Rim. What do you mean? There's only one Pacific Rim movie. What are you talking about? Next up, we have Flip 7. I covered this a little bit earlier, basically saying that my girlfriend's family is very much into card games. And I realize I need to like appeal to my audience, right? So instead of trying to get them to change, I just kind of I decided like to flow with them, right? So Flip 7, it's a card game. Like, there's the whole game right there. It's very similar to kind of like blackjack, where every turn you're basically just deciding like, do I get another card or do I stay? And that's it. It's, trying to get the highest number each round. Do I hit or do I stand? That's pretty much it. There's a couple little like fun bonus cards you can draw, but very, very simple. I bought it earlier in December for the holidays, and I got to play it I think just the once with my girlfriend's family, but they really liked it. I liked it too. I liked how simple and easy it was. Definitely, I feel like higher tier than Codenames for me for party games. Because one nice thing too is you can basically play this game with like unlimited amounts of people. Like, I don't know if there's a recommended like upper limit. What's this? Oh, it's this 3 to 18. Okay, so yeah, if you have a big group of people, what's the lose condition? So basically, so in the deck, right? There's 1-1, 2-2s, 3-3s, etc. Right? So there's 12 12s. And then there's some bonus and like modifier cards here, but there's only one of each of these at the bottom. The like 95% of the deck is these number cards. And you get a card and you decide, do I want another card or do I stand? And basically you get eliminated from the round if you ever get a duplicate. So say you have like a 12 and an 11, right? Very, very risky to get another card because there is 11 more of those 12s in the deck and there's 10 more of the 11s in the deck. And if you get another 12 or 11, you're out for the round. You don't get any points. So it's basically, it's pressing your luck, right? Do you want to risk getting more points, or do you just stop with what you have? And then, yeah, there's some, like I said, there's some little bonus like cards here and modifier cards, but there's only one of each of these. So the vast majority of the deck is just the numbers. But so yeah, it's very simple, right? It's like, do you want another card? Yes or no? Okay, next player. Do you want another card? Yes or no? And then it's just tallying up the score and starting a new round. Very, very simple. I'm actually really happy with it. It's one of those games I feel like you could play this with anyone. Like you could play this with like a 4-year-old. You could play it with like a 90-year-old. Like this could just be appeal to everyone. Test your luck. Yes, yes, yes. ISS Vanguard is next. So ISS Vanguard, it's funny. ISS Vanguard is the first like big box expensive board game I ever bought. I remember when I first started getting more into like solo gaming and just more into board games, right? I remember seeing ISS Vanguard because I love sci-fi. Sci-fi is my favorite genre of like anything. Like I will watch a shitty sci-fi movie or TV show and just be happy with it, right? Like if there's spaceships, like I'm happy. I'm a little kid in that regard. And I remember seeing ISS Vanguard, and I remember seeing it was like $150, right? Canadian. And I remember saying to myself, like, $150, like, holy shit, like, I'm not spending that much on a board game. Like, that's crazy. And then whatever, like 6 months passed, and I got more and more into solo games, and I read about, it and other games more and more, and I ended up buying it. I got it on sale a little bit. I think I got it for like $135 or something. But still, it's the first like big box board game I ever bought. And it's made by Awaken Realms, which they make a lot of popular games people have probably heard of. Nemesis is a big one. Tainted Grail, Agricola. What else? They have multiple Kickstarters going on. Dragon Eclipse is a newer one I've heard good things about. Castles of Burgundy, like very big. They're to me, they're one of the like top 3 board game companies I feel like you like recognize, or at least the genres and stuff I'm into. Hey Spinny, how's it going? Nice to see this tier list. I'm sad I'm not here from the very beginning. Yeah, well, I guess quick recap. Ashes Reborn, it's like a solo Magic the Gathering type game. I put that in A. Azul, pretty casual, but me and my girlfriend like to play it. Cthulhu Death May Die is pretty casual as well, but it's nice that I can play it solo and play with groups. Flip 7 I just talked about, very, very simple card party game. Codenames used to be like my go-to party game, but it's been knocked down a bit. Earthborn Rangers, I was a little disappointed with, but I only played it a few times, so maybe I need to dig into it a little bit more. And then Dune Imperium is at top. I love Dune Imperium solo. I love playing it with people. I just got an expansion for it. Yeah, good game. Speaking of Dune Imperium, when I first played it, I loved it a lot. I thought it could be my favorite game. It didn't eventually, but it was in my top 10 for a long time. I stopped loving it then, though. I only have the base Dune Imperium, and then I just got the Rise of Ix expansion the other week. But yeah, I've been liking it a lot. 150 for a board game. Apollo, hell no. Me with my 2K Warhammer collection. So I will say, There is a game on this list that is worth almost as much as the rest combined. So it's it's funny that at one point I was like $150 board game, like that's crazy. And then I've gotten some very expensive ones since that we'll get to. But yeah, so ISS Vanguard, it's made by Awakened Realms. It's sci-fi. One thing this game does that I absolutely love, and I wish more games did this, is the map book. So basically right here, this is the map for the game. So basically, instead of like Cthulhu Death May Die, right? You have a bunch of, like, you have a shit ton of these different tiles. So you have square tiles, you have L-shaped tiles, and every scenario you have to grab the tiles and put together the map, right? ISS Vanguard and some other games, it's a book. So say you're going to such and such planet, you just turn to that page. You're going to a different planet, you turn to that page. And it's so much easier. I actually think if Cthulhu Death May Die did a book instead of the tiles, it would be such a better game. Because, you know, was like Gloomhaven uses a very similar system with the tiles and the building the map. And it's so clunky. Like, you sit there, like you have like the legend of how it's supposed to look, right? And you just keep looking back and forth. All right, this tile here. And it feels clunky having to like build the map for every scenario versus just having a book. Or like Sleeping Gods is another example. Sleeping Gods is a pretty popular one. That the same thing, it's a book. So I'm guessing these are different. Oh, just show me the picture. I'm guessing these are different pages here. I've never played Sleeping Gods personally, but basically you just flip to different pages and that's like the map. And it's so easy. Oh, Star Wars Imperial Assault also does it. Oh yeah, Jaws the Lion. Jaws the Lion as an example is also Gloomhaven, but kind of learned in that, yeah, they do the book instead. The Mandalorian board game, that's right. Yeah, more and more board games are doing the map book thing. One game I have been on the verge of kickstarting for a while now is a game called Enormity. It's made by Into the Unknown, which is the company that does it's the company that does Aeon Trespass Odyssey. And it's basically like a sci-fi kind of dungeon crawler. But this one also uses a map book. So, get a picture of it somewhere. And the way this one works, actually, holy shit, man. Some of these Kickstarters have way too much stuff going on. The premise. All right, here we go. The way this one works is pretty cool, because it's actually 2 books. Come on, man. Where's our picture? All right, kind of a picture here. But basically, there's 2 books. So you put, you know, the 2 together. And if you go to like the edge of one of them, you actually take the other book and you kind of continue it. So it's like it's supposed to be like a big space station you're on or something. So it's basically like a giant map, but you just keep alternating these 2 books based on whatever direction you're going, which I think is really, really neat. And I really like that games are, you know, both more and more are using the map book idea, but they're also like innovating on it still. Like, I think the idea of the 2 books and alternating is really cool. But yeah, as you can see, it's like a grid based. It's like sci-fi. Like I said, I think you're on some giant space station. It's the company that made Aeon Trespass Odyssey, which they have a pretty good track record. So I've been very on the fence of kickstarting this game for a while now. We'll see if I talk myself into it or not. Chaos says Gloomhaven does tiles, the smaller Jaws the Lion, yep, does the book, and the feedback I've seen really like the book. Yeah, like I said, if Cthulhu Death May Die did a book instead, I think this would elevate the game so much more. Because especially the ISS Vanguard one, it's pretty big. Like each of these pages, like I know this isn't really like the best perspective, but like each of these pages are big. It's like a very wide book, right? And I feel like most of the Cthulhu Death May Die maps could fit on here. Some of them like a little taller. But I feel like you just scale it down like 10% and you could probably fit all like most of the maps on like a book like this, right? Or even just alter them slightly to make them fit. But yeah, so back to ISS Vanguard and my thoughts on it. There's things I really love about this game and things I didn't love so much about it. I thought the story was really cool. They have like a narration. Basically, it's like a book with all of like the the dialogue, right? So basically certain things would happen. You look up that number in the book and you read kind of like the dialogue and what happens, right? And then there's an app you can download with like voiceover. And I thought the voiceover was great. I felt it was like very immersive. I don't know, it's like you're listening to like a podcast or like an audiobook or something. So I really like the story. I really like the voiceover. The ship aspect. I think Spinny said they played this, right? Yeah, I completed ISS Vanguard and it was neutral about it mostly. So the ship aspect is one of the coolest things I've like ever seen in board games. As a very nerdy person who loves bookkeeping and loves like Excel and stuff, I thought the ship stuff was so cool. I'll have to find a picture of it. Actually, let me just grab mine. Give me 1 second. Ugh. All right, so yeah, the game is basically broken down into like 2 main phases. You know, half of the game, you're landing on planets and you're exploring them and you're doing like skill checks and stuff like that. That's what this is. You know, the book here is basically the planet you're currently on. These are your character boards. You're rolling dice, you're doing skill checks, you're playing items. And that was fine. That is definitely what they get like the most complaints with. I think the most negative feedback on the game has to do with this part of it. And because it can get very samey. And I definitely felt that as I played more and more. Which is too bad because I wanted, like, part of me did like this. I liked the exploration aspect. You know, I remember this one planet I landed on. Basically, there was no combat the whole planet. And it felt like a Star Trek episode. Like, you basically landed on a planet with, like, this alien civilization. And you're trying to learn, like, a bit of, like, their language and their way of life. And it literally felt like a Star Trek episode. And I didn't mind the fact that there was no combat. You know, it was very like story driven and like exploration driven. And I thought it was great. But then there was other ones that they just kind of dragged on. And yeah, I don't know. Svenny says, yeah, the scenarios are very similar. I didn't like it. Yeah, I'll be honest. I never finished the game. I'm like 30 or 40 hours into it, but I never finished it. Give me a second here. But then the other half of the game is something, like I said, one of the coolest things I've ever seen in games. Let's get bigger here. So basically, the other half of the game is you managing your ship. So you have this ship book here, which, oh, some stuff's gonna fall out. So basically, it's a big binder. Oh, give me more stuff falling out. So basically, it's a big binder, and you go through different phases. So here you have like your objective, you have upgrades and stuff. You see star map, ship facilities. So here's the research lab. There's stuff I'm researching. What's this? Production complex. Again, more like it's basically you just like slotting cards into slots, you getting upgrades. Like I said, it's this whole binder where it's like every, you know, section is like a part of your ship. You're getting upgrades, you're flipping cards, you're moving cards, you're slotting them. And if you like bookkeeping, it was like a dream come true. Like I could have played a whole game of that. And I feel like that's the sentiment you read a lot, is that people aren't the biggest fan of this half of the game, but the ship side of it is like very well received for the most part. The thing I didn't like is the length of the games. I agree with that too. The game took a little bit too long to set up and play, where it's like each session was like at least 3 hours. And that was another thing that kind of got me to stop playing as well. It felt like too much of a commitment, you know? I feel like I couldn't just play this on like a random weekday. You know, it was like a whole like evening night ordeal, it felt like. Chaos, they usually have voiceovers for these big board games with story and whatnot. They always do a good job. Yeah, the voiceover was great. Like, nothing but good things to say about it in that regard. This sounds more suited for a tabletop RPG like D&D. So, you know, it's funny you mentioned that, because another game from Awakened Realms, Shit, what's it called? What's it called? Lands of Evershade. This is also one that I bounced back and forth on whether or not I should kickstart. And this is basically like a tabletop RPG in board game form. Very, very successful. As you can see, was it raised $12 million? Let's see here. Oh, those are add-ons. What's up, Chalupa? Yeah, this is basically, like, as you can see, this little board here, this is basically like a character sheet. You know, you have all your different stats, you have an inventory, you have attributes you're increasing, you have all these like passive effects and upgrades and stuff. It feels very, like, what's the word? Like a very high, like, aspirations. Like, it seems like the idea of what they want to do is very cool. I'm curious to see if it pans out. They're actually manufacturing the game right now, so it's supposed to deliver in like the first or second quarter of 2026. So it's gonna be coming soon. I didn't end up kickstarting it. I was very, very close to it. I hum and hawed for a long time. But yeah, I think from my experience, Awakened Realm does some things very, very well and other things like not so well. So it seems like they're learning, right? It seems like they're learning from some of their mistakes. And so we'll have to see Lands of Evershade how it turns out. But yeah, ISS Vanguard, just a B for me. I think it had so much potential and it just fell a little short for me. But like I said, oh, Cottage wants up. Also, Svinny just bought Slay the Spire. Congrats. You will have nothing but good things to say about that game, I guarantee you. But yeah, ISS Vanguard, there's so many things that did well. The narration, the voiceover I thought was great. The story was fine. The ship aspect was so cool. But the planet side just got a little repetitive. So yeah, if I'm talking like just the ship book, it's like an A or an S. If I'm talking like the planet landings, it's like a C. So balanced out a little bit. Slay the Spire is goated for sure. I have to try the board game at some point. Actually, we can play the board game tomorrow. Next up is Just One. That is a party game, which right off the bat, Just One's probably like S tier. Just One is the reason Codenames is down to a B. Every single group of people, I have played Just One with 5 or 6 groups of people now, and they all love it. People are constantly asking to play it. It is such a hit with everyone. It's so fun to play. It's so easy. I know it says here 3 to 7 players. You could play this with 20 people. Like, there's enough. Like, basically you use you use these whiteboards, right? And there's only 7 whiteboards, but whenever I've played with more than 7 people just use their phone. Like, just write whatever on your phone and use that. But yeah, basically the premise of the game is one at a time, one person picks a card and they can't see it and they choose a number between 1 and 5, right? So let's say I pick 1. Everyone else has to write one word on their board to make me think of the word Olympics. And then with my eyes shut, they all show each other the word they wrote. And if anyone wrote the same word, they don't count. They erase them and I don't get to see that clue. So the idea is like trying to think of words to make, you associate with the clue, but maybe not the most obvious one. Because if you pick like the most obvious clues, like chances are someone else picked it, right? So it's cool. It's very, very simple. Again, like literally anyone can play this game. You're just writing one word and that's it. Spinning, I'd say it's best at 5 to 8. You could play it with more. It's just that it will take more time for clues. Oh, for sure. I've only played it with more than 7, I think once or twice. But it's more so just that's possible, right? Like some party games, you just straight up like can't play with higher amounts of people. But yeah, people love this game. Like I said, every get together, this game is always asked for now. Basically, it used to be Codenames. Codenames used to be the go-to party game that everyone asked for and everyone wanted to play. Now it's Just One. And I feel like people love this game way more than they ever liked Codenames. Yeah, it's just fun. Next up, Kinfire Chronicles. So Kinfire Chronicles, it's another big box like ISS Vanguard. It is a campaign game. One thing this uses the map book as well. I forgot this also uses the map book. One thing I will say about this game is it has the fastest and easiest setup I've ever seen in a board game. Basically, this is the lid of the game. Basically, it's like magnetic, right? You pop off the lid of the game. That's the whole like base of the board right there. And then you just pop the map book in the middle. And then, is there a picture? Everything else is all like compartmentalized. Yeah, so you can see all the different like boxes and stuff here. So, this is really zoomed in. So basically, every chapter in the story has its own little box. And then in that box is everything you need to play that chapter. Every character has their own box. So, you know, whenever you set up the game, right, whoever's playing whatever character, just give them the box. That's everything they need. In this little chest, there's all these little like treasure packets and other boxes. Like everything is just perfectly organized, and that it's a very big game and very big box, but you can have this set up in like literally a minute or two. It is so fast and easy to set up. It's so organized, and I love that aspect of it. Because say ISS Vanguard on the flip side, right? ISS Vanguard, same size box and like similar-ish amount of components, takes like 20 minutes to set up. This game, a minute or two. Spinny says Kinfire is incredible art. I agree. The art is very, very cool. I like the art style. Basically, it's a campaign game. I didn't really mention that. It's a campaign game that I bought to play with some friends. So after playing ISS Vanguard was my first campaign game, and I thought like, hey, this is cool. Like I'd like to do this with friends. It would be fun to play through a story with friends and have like characters that we build up and like what story arcs and whatnot. And I did a bunch of reading, and I decided to go with this one because this one's a little more on the casual side. In that like the mechanics aren't super deep, but like they're deep enough, right? So I bought it, played 3 sessions with my friends, I think. And then because my friends are very unreliable for getting together, we just never played it again. Which is too bad because I really enjoyed it. And it's a game I'm going to need to, at some point, I'm going to reset it and play through it solo. Because I thought it had some really cool mechanics. Like, for instance, right? Basically, the way turn orders are done is you have a draw bag with a bunch of chips in it. And you have chips for characters and then chips for the enemies. So you just draw it from the bag, and it's like, okay, this person goes. All right, this enemy goes. And so it's random in that sense, but you have ways to, you know, like redraw trips. There's ways to manipulate the bag. But also it's cool because there's a finite number of chips in it, right? So you know what like the odds are to draw certain things. You know how many turns you potentially have left. You know whether or not an enemy can use a certain move or not because if they've drawn that chip already or not, right? So there is a random aspect to it, but there's also like depth to it, and it really makes you like plan out kind of your turns and think ahead, which I really enjoy that aspect. Hey, Medevat, how's it going? Can't believe I almost missed a stream. We can't have that. No, we can't. Actually, that reminds me, Medevat. I got Medevat on my background now. I mentioned it during stream, but I was like, I need that to be my wallpaper from now on. So I got Medevat with me. You were here in spirit still, even though you weren't at the stream. Kinfire sounds good, not gonna lie. So this game was a little pricey. It was actually more than ISS Vanguard. I think Canadian, not on sale. This game's like 180. I think I got it for 140 or 150. But it's great. I love how easy it is to set up. Yes, it's not like the deepest, most difficult game, but there's enough there. I love how organized it is. These little treasure packets are so satisfying. Basically, like when you beat certain enemies and stuff, it'll say, oh, get like a bronze treasure, right? So you pick one of these little bronze envelopes and you open it up and you get some new cards or new equipment to like add to your decks and stuff, which was fun. There's an element, you know, where you go to town and there's different areas you can go to in the town that you do certain things. So it's not just fight, right? You might visit town, do some stuff, and then you might do like an encounter that's like on your way to the boss. Like one I remember off the top of my head was we were like crossing a river, right? And it involved like flipping some cards and doing some skill checks, basically to see if you slipped on the rock and you fell in the river and it washed you away a bit, or if you like crossed the river safely. So it's not just like fight. There's like encounters and like you have to make choices sometimes too, which would be cool. Like I remember we ran into like a caravan and there was like certain things you could ask them. And if you had like a certain character in your party, you could do like a certain action. So yeah, there is choices. Sometimes you have to pick, like, do you want to go this route, or do you want to do this or that? So yeah, it's Gloomhaven, but it's nowhere near as crunchy and hardcore. That is like the perfect way to describe it. It's very much like baby's first Gloomhaven in a good way. And yeah, I want to go back and play it. I'm so sad we never finished it, but it shouldn't be too bad to reset and then I can play. But yeah, it also used the map book, which I'm all for the map book. And then yeah, this is the lid for the game. So you just put this part down, put the book there, and that aspect was done. It was great. Whoever designed this game and the components, like, chef's kiss. Like, so smart. Also, Chaos, speaking of setup time, reminds me of yesterday when I played the Dark Souls board game with a friend. That shit takes a hot second, but it's not too bad. Yeah, some games are really bad for setting up. Like I said, Cthulhu Death May Die is a little clunky in that regard because you have all the tiles. If that was the book, that'd be so much easier. ISS Vanguard was a lot. And it's funny because ISS Vanguard has the map book, but then ISS Vanguard also has like 20 decks that you need to shuffle and set up. So there was just a lot of components and stuff to like, shuffle and put out and stuff. But Kinfire is easy A. If I play it more, I feel like this could be an S. Because I really enjoyed this game. Like, I don't have a single negative thing to mention about this game. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to mention about it. There's 6 different characters that are like represent different classes. One thing that's kind of neat. So it's like card based, right? So at the bottom right here, you can see a little bit of them. So the whole, like, you have a deck, right? I think it's 30 cards. And the deck, it has, I guess, like Gloomhaven too, right? It has like actions and spells and items and stuff like that. And over the course of the game, you'll get cards to swap out, right? And upgrade it as you go on. But it's cool because some cards, they will have, you can play it on, not an opponent, you can play it on a teammate's turn to help them out. So you might have a card that, you play it when a teammate attacks and it gives them like +1 attack on their attack. Which is nice because it means that you don't just play your turn and sit there twiddling your thumbs. Like, you can actually take actions on your teammate's turn. You can help them out in ways, right? Like, say they're trying to run away from an enemy, right? You can play a card that gives them like +1 movement that turn or something. So it's cool that it has like kind of like back and forth, even when it's not your turn, and you can help people out. I like that aspect as well. I'll also look back to see what I had to say about Codenames. So really quick, Codenames used to be the go-to party game in my life. Like, all of my friends and family and stuff, people loved Codenames. But then once I got just one, it just demolished Codenames. Like, people would much rather play just one now. And Codenames, it's still fine, but it got knocked down a peg for sure. To the tune of the Dora backpack song, map book. Like, I have any game with a map book is a good game in my book. Smitty, it sounds absolutely incredible in your description. It's always been on my wish list, but now I want to play it even more. Yeah, I don't have a single bad thing to say about this game. I know it's not S tier, but I think it's only because I didn't play it enough. Like, as you can see, there's like 21 chapters in the game. I think me and my friends did like the first like 5. So like barely got into it, right? And I feel like if I played it more or finished it, it probably would be S tier for me. Also, Czechia mentioned. What did I mention from them? CGE? Is that who makes this? Oh, Codenames. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Czech Republic's popping up everywhere, eh? CG is one of the best publishers in terms of production. I love their design. Galaxy Trucker, I've never played, but I've heard of. Codenames got the Woody treatment when Andy got Buzz. That's funny. Yeah, it's like this meme. Yeah. So just one is in his hand now, and that's Codenames. That's 100% what happened. So next up, was it Svinny was saying how Kinfire Chronicles is kind of on their radar a bit after I've talked about it. So next up is Kinfire Delve. Basically, the company that made Kinfire Chronicles, what is it again? Incredible Dreams. They've now come out with multiple games like in that universe. So there's the Kinfire Delve, which it's a small, like, basically. Is there a good picture here? Like, this is the game. It's a little $20 box. It's like a couple decks of cards, a couple dice. And basically, it takes place in the same universe as the last game. It involves the same characters. It has the same art style. And it's basically just a card-based game where, you know, like you're defeating enemies and working your way towards a final boss. And you could play through it in like 15, 20 minutes. It's got the same card play as the last game I talked about. Yeah, it's almost like a little like bite-size version of it if you want to try. And basically there's 3 different boxes. Each of them comes with a boss and 2 characters. So if you get all 3 boxes, you have all 6 characters from like the other game, right? But yeah, like I said, it's only $20. Very simple. You could play it solo, you can play it co-op. With one box, you could play 2 player, right? But if you combined multiple boxes, you could play more than 2 characters. Yeah, it's like kind of like Slay the Spire-esque in that you're defeating kind of enemies of your choice and working your way towards a final boss. Basically in the middle here, the final boss is in the middle, and then there's a card on like northwest, east, west, and you need to choose like one of those cards to interact with. And it could be an enemy, it could be like a trap, it could be a puzzle. Basically, once you clear that card, you replace it. So you're kind of choosing which card you interact with, and then you're thinning out the deck. And then once you basically clear the deck, you face the boss. And like I said, it's got the same card play as the Kinfire Chronicles. You can help your teammates out on their turns. There's that interaction. Yeah, it's cool. The cards look and feel great. For only being like a $20 box, the component quality is like great. It feels like it's like worth more than that. Also, Chaos Bro warned me that Kinfire is expensive. If I want to play with a TTS, I don't have such weaknesses. But yeah, so basically they came out with Kinfire Delve, and they've also since come out with Kinfire Council as well, which to my knowledge is only PvP. I don't think there's a solo mode. But I just think it's really cool that they're like expanding this universe, that that's kind of like their niche now, is like have like this Kinfire world, and they're coming out with these different Kinfire games. I really like that. And they're all very different games. Like Kinfire Chronicles is a big campaign game. Kinfire Delve is like a small box card game. Kinfire Council, I think I forget exactly, but I know it's again a very different type of game. Yeah, strategy and politics. It's a worker placement game, it sounds like. And there's also like social aspects, I believe. But yeah, I just think it's cool that what they're doing with like that world. So Kinfire Delve also an A. I need to play it more. Me when a normally solo / co-op game makes a PvP mode. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure. Let me look here. I'm pretty sure there's no solo mode for the game, and that's why I don't know much about it. Oh yeah, it's 2 to 6 players. But like I said, good on them for like doing like different like genres, right? Like taking this world and doing different genres, different types of games. Like, good for them. I think it's cool. All right. Next up, we got the big boy. So for anyone who doesn't recognize this icon down here, this is Kingdom Death Monster. And this game, on the opposite end, is by far the most expensive game I've ever bought. You know how I said to you how, oh, $150 board game? I'm never buying that. This game is like $600-700 in my like local currency. I bought a copy used. It was still very expensive. I still paid like $500 or $600. But yeah, this game is a beast. This game is like a whole hobby in itself. And it's funny because I mentioned how I got Earthborn Rangers, right? And then I got a different game after, like soon after, that kind of took away my interest. It was Kingdom Death Monster. And it's funny because they are on opposite ends of the spectrum, man. Kingdom Death Monster, or sorry, Earthborn Rangers is all about like being friends with nature and you're not killing anything. Kingdom Death Monster is so much blood and guts and gore and nudity. And it's the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Like, it's like tonal, like Whiplash looking between the two. But yeah, Kingdom Death Monster. As you can see, a lot of components. It is by far my biggest and heaviest game. I think it's like 26 pounds or something. You have to build all the miniatures. As you can see here in the picture, they all come on sprues. So you have to assemble all the miniatures. The closest thing to compare it to is Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Aeon Trespass Odyssey is very, very similar in a lot of ways to Kingdom Death Monster. One nice thing I will say with Aeon Trespass Odyssey is you don't have to build the miniatures. They just come built. But other than that, it has a lot of like similar mechanics, similar idea. Basically, it is kind of a roguelike in that, you know, you start off with like a settlement, you're facing bosses, you're acquiring resources, and like, you know, time is passing, you're facing harder enemies and bosses. There's no story per se. It's more of like an emergent narrative. Like, they give you kind of like little bits of things to kind of create your own story with, if that makes sense, which I've liked a lot, to be honest. It's called Kingdom Death Monster because it kills kingdoms with its price. Yeah, for real. Warhammer Light, he's getting the experience. Yeah, so I built 8 player characters, and I built all the enemies for the game. And then all the rest of the sprues, I'm just selling them because I don't care to make like a million different characters with different armors and stuff like that. What do we got here? I mean, it's not 150, so you didn't lie. Yeah, so... And then since I got Kingdom Death Monster, I sleeved all the cards. I 3D printed a whole insert, which I would show you guys, but literally the box weighs like 30 pounds now. What else did I do? Yeah, I 3D printed an insert. I did some other stuff too. I replaced some other components. I have a couple binders with like all the different cards and stuff now. I've put a lot of like work into streamlining it a little bit, so it's like easier to set up and play. But yeah, this game is something else. Yes, there's the default box. But yeah, it's very brutal. It's very much not a kid's game. I think the mechanics for the boss fights are so cool, and it's crazy because this game is over 10 years old. This game is over 10 years old, and I'm surprised there's not more games that come out and like mimic it. You know, there's a couple, like I've heard of one, Townsfolk Tussle? Did I spell that right? Yeah, Townsfolk Tussle, I've heard, is similar mechanics, similar idea, but I don't like the art style. And it's also not like a campaign. It's like one-off situations. But I'm surprised more games haven't mimicked this, because I feel like the Kingdom Death Monster formula is so cool. And again, in Kingdom Death Monster, you have like a boss fight, and then you have a whole like settlement phase where you have a settlement with people, and you're like doing research, you're crafting stuff, you're getting like upgrades, you're like your settlement becomes like the character of the story kind of. And there's just so much to it, and you could literally kind of like ISS Vanguard. I mentioned ISS Vanguard having like the shipbook phase. It's kind of like that with Kingdom Death Monster, where the settlement phase is where you're doing like lots of bookkeeping, but it just feels so good. And like you could spend like an hour or more in the settlement phase. Yeah, Frosthaven moment. I haven't played Frosthaven, but my understanding is that Frosthaven also has like a settlement phase. Also, Chaos, how dare you not keep all the extra sprues and bits for customizing future miniatures? Yeah, so the way Kingdom Death Monster works as well is they... Basically, every boss you fight in the game... Like, here's most of them. I think there's one missing here. Yeah, there's one missing here. This is most of the bosses. Each boss has its own armor set, and they basically give you sprues that you can customize and make miniatures with like every armor set in the game. So you can make a miniature that's literally like how your character's equipped, right? And I think there's enough in the box to make like 28 player miniatures or something. 32, 28, something like that. I made 8 just so I have 4 women and 4 men, because you always have a party of 4, so I have like every combination needed. And other than that, I'm just selling them because these models are pretty sought after too. There's people who like buy Kingdom Death Monster just for the models, and they sell the game itself, and you could buy the models separate too. So people like all the unused sprues and stuff like actually have value. Like people will buy them for 10 bucks a piece or whatever. And I have like 10 of them. So yeah, I'm selling them. Why is the guy in the back so huge? Yeah, that is the Phoenix. That is, he's not painted, but yeah, that's this guy here. I got to prime and paint. It's the only one I haven't painted yet, but he's all built. But yeah, he's quite a bit bigger than the other ones. But yeah, the detail is really cool on the miniatures, I have to say. Like I said, it's very adulty. Like you will see like nudity on their miniatures and like gore and stuff, and that turns some people off, but I don't know, I like it. I like it. It's kind of a little refreshing. Yeah, a lot of components. Like so far, like Kingdom Death, I haven't played it enough. I need to play it more. But it, like I said, it could be the only game you ever play. Like if you can only play one game for the rest of your life, Kingdom Death Monster can fit that niche, and like you will never get bored of it. And it's not even talking about all the expansions. There is so many expansions to add more mechanics, more enemies, more campaigns. Like you can spend thousands of dollars on this game. It's insane. So yeah, I need to play it more, and I don't regret spending that much money on it, but it's crazy when I thought ISS Vanguard was expensive, and then you can buy 4 ISS Vanguards for the Kingdom Death Monster, 4 or 5, so it's crazy. But yeah, good game. And like I said, it's just crazy to me that it's been out for so long, and more games haven't replicated the formula. The main one's Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Aeon Trespass Odyssey is like the main one, but other than that, there's a couple games like that Townsfolk Tussle I mentioned. There's another one, Vagrant Song? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, I believe this game has some similar mechanics as well, from my understanding. I could be remembering something wrong, but there's a couple games that have similar mechanics. I'm surprised more haven't mimicked it. Especially the settlement phase, because Aeon Trespass Odyssey doesn't have the settlement phase like Kingdom Death Monster does. And the settlement phase is like one thing people always rave about. When you say Phoenix, that reminds me that my custom class content is coming along nicely. Oh, not to be overconfident, but I think you'll like it. Yes, so I've talked about that, right? I'm going to be doing some YouTube videos where I look at like groups of custom cards people have made. So maybe I'll have to make a video for that one, Menevent. companies are so sanitized for advertising nowadays that when we see a miniature with one boob out or proper gore model, we have to get slapped by shock because it never happens. Yeah, I was actually talking to my girlfriend about that on the weekend because we were watching Survivor, and there's always like there's so much blurring in that show. Like if the slightest bit of like a boob or a butt or anything comes out, they blur it, right? And I said to her, it's crazy. Like you guys can relate, right? A lot of you guys are in Europe. You can relate because from my understanding, nudity is not seen the same in Europe. Like it's much like you'll see nudity on TV, right? But over here, it's like they'll show someone get shot in the head and it's fine. But God forbid like nudity is ever shown, right? And it's so ass backwards to me. So yeah, I don't know how I got on that tangent, but you are right that it is kind of crazy that nudity is seen so bad, but then like the gore and death and everything is fine. But yeah, Kingdom of Death Monster S. I have to play it more this year. Next up is Skytear Horde. So this is another game I got to try and fill the Magic niche. Basically, I wanted a game that like scratch the itch of Magic the Gathering, but solo, right? And the two main ones I saw recommended was Ashes Reborn and then also Skytear Horde, which also, funny enough, let me see what's in the description here. Oh yeah, literally they talk about Hearthstone. Whenever you read the description for Skytear Horde, they basically say it's like physical, like Hearthstone and Magic combined, which even the cards, like, I feel like you get a little bit of Hearthstone vibes from this. But yeah, so I bought this as a solo game. It's not quite the same as Ashes in the sense that Ashes is very much like a dueling game. You know, Ashes, you are playing monsters, you're attacking your opponent, you have life totals, you're kind of going back and forth. This one is more of like a tower defense. Basically, you have enemies coming at you and you have to like put your cards in lanes to kind of defend. It's still like a back and forth kind of dueling game, but not quite the same as like Magic. But yeah, this is one I need to play more. I bought... One problem with this game is there's so much like Kickstarter bullshit. I hate when games go on Kickstarter and they have all kinds of like exclusive stuff that you only get if you kickstart the game. Like this one, basically there's different like color decks, kind of like Magic and stuff, right? And there's one whole color that's exclusive to the Kickstarter, which is just ridiculous to me because I think there's 3 in the base game. So there's 4 total. So literally a quarter of like the like colors available are exclusive to the Kickstarter, which is such like a stupid practice. I hate when companies do this. But I bought a copy on eBay used, and luckily it came with like everything. It came with like the first 2 versions of the game, all the Kickstarter bullshit. So I have a lot of the content for the game, but yeah, I just need to play it more. But yeah, basically imagine like a tower defense. You have enemies coming at you and you're kind of like defending against them and protecting your tower. Yeah, it's a cool concept. I like the art style a lot. I like the vibe. It really does have a little bit of that Hearthstone vibe. Like I definitely can see the comparison. I think it's just a B. I think it has the potential to go higher maybe. I gotta play it more. Also, we have old fairy tales that still play on TV around the holidays with full boobas on display. Yeah, nothing like that here. For real, America's the same. Yeah, Canada and America, we are 100% the same in that regard. In terms of our like TV and what's viewed as like okay and not, Canada and the US are 100% the same. Gunfights, violence, gore are all fine. Might get you a teen rating in games. As soon as some clothes come off, it's instant MR ratings. Yeah. Solo physical Hearthstone sounds pretty appealing. Yeah, like I said, it's funny. If you read the description, like you go to like the Kickstarter, if you go to like the Kickstarter, or no, that's not what I wanted. Or I think it's on GameFound. It literally uses like Hearthstone as one of like the selling points. Oh yeah, the feeling of TCGs and card battlers like Hearthstone or Magic. Like it uses Hearthstone as a comparison all the time. But yeah, basically you see how these lanes here. enemies will pop into lanes, and if like they're not blocked, they'll deal damage to you, and then you have to put your things in the lanes to defend against them. And there's some other mechanics and stuff, obviously, but yeah, it's a cool idea. It's pretty simple. I like the art style, like the way the cards look. I just need more experience with it. But it's pretty cheap. Like the very base game, I think it comes with like 3 player decks and maybe 3 enemies as well, and you can get it for like $50. But just like I said, if you want all the content, it could be a little bit more because there's so much of it's like Kickstarter exclusive shit. Looks like Runeterra or something with that lane. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and there is ways to like move things from one lane to another and interact with them and stuff. Yeah, if you like the idea of playing like a card battler, I say look into it. It's probably on Tabletop Simulator. But yeah, it's a little simple, nothing crazy. But not everything has to be deep, right? Not every game has to be super complicated. So it's fine. If I play it more, it might go up, might go down, I don't know. But for now, it's just fine. Next up is Thunder Road Vendetta. So Thunder Road Vendetta is one I am so sad about. Thunder Road Vendetta is basically Burnout the board game. If you ever played Burnout, like the video games, you know, where you're racing and you're like smashing into your opponents and stuff like that, imagine that like in a board game form. Basically, like, you know, you have cars, you're racing, there's like obstacles, you can smash into people, there's like power-ups and stuff. It's very chaotic, and it's reviewed very, very well. And like, don't get me wrong, I love it. Like right off the bat, I think this is S tier. I would play this game every time I get together with people if I could. The sad thing, I've shown this game to I think now 3 groups of people, and every single one of them did not love it. And I am so sad about it because to me, it's like so chaotic and fun. Like it's not hard by any means. It's literally just like roll dice, choose a card to move that many spaces, you know. And then if you smash into someone or hit like a certain obstacle, you roll a couple other dice. It's pretty simple, but it's so chaotic. Like it's that kind of game where you can like have a couple drinks and like have fun with your friends, and it's like it creates funny stories, and just I don't know, man. The groups I showed it to just did not love it, and I was very, very sad because, like I said, I would play this all the time if I could. Let me see if I can get some. Oh yeah, so basically you have like, I forget how many come with the game, but there's a bunch of these tiles and they're double-sided, and you basically build the board, right? And when someone passes the last one, you remove the first one and put a new one, and like they're double-sided. So basically like the road you're racing down, it's kind of randomized in that sense, which is pretty cool. And you can see here there's like mud, which, you know, makes you move slower. There's these little red spots where if you hit them, like they do something. And yeah, it's just, you know, if you go off the edge of the map, your car's out for the whole game. So you could like try to smash someone into the edge of the map, and then you drive off instead. And it's like I said, it's very chaotic. It is very random, which some people might not like because it's literally dice rolls, right? You could do a move that, you know, like the odds might be in your favor, but it could go very badly for you. But I think that adds to it. I think the fact that it's just so unpredictable and chaotic is what makes it fun to me. But yeah, it's so sad that people don't like it as much as I do, because I would be down to play this a whole lot more. Maybe I'll find someone who likes it. Never say never. But and that's the thing, there's no solo mode for this game. And usually when I buy games now, I buy games that either I know people will like 100%, like some of these party games, right? Just One, Flip 7, I knew people would like. Pretty much every other game on my list here, you can play solo. Because when I buy a game, it's either I'm buying it to play solo, or I want to try it with people, but if they don't like it, I can still play solo. But Thunder Road Vendetta, there's no solo mode, but I was so sure that people would like it. I watched a lot of videos on it, and I was so sure people that would like it that I was willing to risk it. And unfortunately, people didn't like it, so I can't play solo. So I haven't played it in a while, and I miss it. But it's very, very fun. This feels like the type of game that requires you to still have some childlike whimsy or being a bit drunk to really enjoy. The average adult isn't up to it as much as they should. Yeah, and that was the thing, right? Is I saw people would get like annoyed or mad at certain outcomes, and to me, it's like it's just for fun. You know, it's like playing Mario Kart, right? Like stupid bullshit happens in Mario Kart, but that's part of the game. That's part of the fun, right? And I think that's part of it. Is sometimes people take stuff like too seriously. Like it's meant to be chaotic. Like you're meant to get screwed over, right? And that's part of the fun. So yeah, it's sad. Every time I look at this game on my shelf, I'm always a little sad because I want to play it more, but people didn't love it. Oh well. Next up is Too Many Bones. So Too Many Bones is a game by Chip Theory Games, which is very, very popular. They've done the new Elder Scrolls game, you know, that came out. Cloudspire, Hoplomachus, a bunch of really popular games. They have a very distinct style where their whole game is just like chips and dice. Like, it's funny because Too Many Bones is a pretty small box, but it's actually like deceivingly heavy because the whole game is just a ton of dice, a ton of poker chips. They're like weighted poker chips and like neoprene mats. Like this is the whole game here. And it's a game I need to play more. It has a lot of cool concepts. It feels good to play. It was a little pricey. I think I bought it for 180 or 190. But all their games, I like to get that premium to them. But yeah, you can see here, like everyone, you have like a character sheet. There's multiple different characters in the game that they all play different, right? So you might have one that's more like tanky, more like a healer. You have a little 4x4 grid that you play on and the enemies move on. You go through different encounters. You like level up your character as the game goes on. It's not a campaign or anything. It's a one-shot. So you start off at like level 1, and then you face enemies. You get stronger. You upgrade your abilities and your stats. You face stronger enemies. You're rolling lots of dice. Yeah, it feels good to play. It feels fun. I've only played it solo, though. I think this game would be a lot more fun with other people, too. The only problem is it's a little difficult. Like, you can see the weight here is a little higher. The actual core base mechanics aren't too crazy. Like, I feel like I can explain the core rules in a couple minutes. The problem with this game is there's a lot of, like, keywords and abilities. Like, you're constantly referencing the manual. And every character has their own little sheet here. Because every character has, like, class-specific icons, class-specific keywords. So, until, like, you really learn some of this stuff inside and out, you're constantly referencing these guides. You're constantly referencing your player sheet in the manual, and that can slow down the game a little bit. But yeah, that's why I haven't played it with people, just because it's a little too much, I feel like. Like people, to play a game like this with people, they really have to be like invested. They have to be ready for the fact that like I need to buckle down and like pay attention and learn for like 30 minutes or more before I can play this game, right? You're not just going to sit down and play right away. And not everyone is in the mood for something like that, right? So I need to play this more. I need to play it with friends. I think it's just a B for me. I've considered selling it. And then either checking out like Hoplomachus Victorum, which is like a gladiator combat game from them that is only single player that I've heard good things about, or I've also thought about the new Elder Scrolls game, which this one, obviously it's Elder Scrolls. You're going through like dungeons and encounters. There's like city phases. There's much more to it here. From my understanding, this is like a 3-part campaign. So it's like 3 sessions to go through, kind of like a campaign session. This one's a little pricey. I think this one's like $250. But yeah, I've considered selling Too Many Bones. But I got to give it a bit more of a chance. But it's highly rated. You can see there, it's number 36 on BGG. Like, it is ranked very highly. I don't know. Anyone here played Too Many Bones or anything? Chaos, I do not only play with one deck of cards, I do not roll one type of dice. I dive into deep mechanics with hundreds of pieces, and if my can't be used as a lethal weapon with its weight, then I don't want it. Yeah, like I said, it's funny. Too Many Bones is so deceiving with how heavy it is. It's a very like pretty small box, but you pick it up and it's like a ton of bricks. But yeah, I've considered selling it for either Hoplomachus or Elder Scrolls. I don't know. We'll see in the new year. Last up is Vantage, though. Vantage is made by Stonemaier Games, which they do Wingspan. They do, what's the other big one? Scythe. They got some very popular games, and they came out with Vantage in like the fall, I think. I pre-ordered this game. This was a game that they had some teases for, and it sounded really interesting, and I pre-ordered it. And people are very like divisive on this game, because it is a little bit like a choose your own adventure book. Trying to think how to explain the game. So basically the game, you have a card in front of you, and that's what you can see. It's like your vantage, right? And you basically have a list of actions you can take. And then you move from like location to location as you're just kind of like exploring. You're maybe interacting with the wildlife or some like ruins you find. The whole game is just kind of like skill checks. There's not like deep combat. There's not like any crazy deep mechanics. But then there's like a million books. Let me see. Where's the pictures? Oh, here we go. So this is all the components for the game. So there's a bunch of different books, and based on your action, you look up in the book and it'll have a little entry, like a little story entry, right? It's not a campaign game. It's a one shot. You play it once. You go through like the whole experience. But there's like so many different locations. I think there's over 1,000 different locations. There's so many entries in these books. There's just like, I feel like you could play this game 100 times and you will still come across new things. Like there's just so much to find and do in this game. And I don't know, some people, from what I've heard, don't like that it's so like open-ended. Because it's basically like you crash land on a planet, go explore, there's not like a hard win condition to the game per se. You kind of get to the point where you can kind of stop whenever you want, or you can just keep going if you want. Yeah, it's all about like just exploring, right? And some people love that, some people hate it. Me personally, I think it's A, I don't think it's S, but I really, really liked it. I remember I sat there once and I played it for like 6 hours straight. I literally finished a game, reset it, played again. Reset it, played again. Like it was just, every game feels so different. Like you're exploring different like environments. You're exploring like totally like different things are happening. I don't know. If you're into the idea of kind of like a choose your own adventure style experience with like not super deep mechanics, but like lots of like exploration and like lore and like like story and stuff like that, like it's really cool. But like I said, people are very divided on it. Open world board game, same pros and cons of open world video games. I will say this has done the open world aspect, I think, better than any other game I've seen. I do like understand some of the complaints with it, that it's missing some like meat on its bones, but I'm okay with that because like I think some people went into this game expecting like too much. But like what's like a like so those video games that are basically just like walking simulators, right? That's basically what this is. It's just going around a planet exploring, and there's yeah, you're rolling dice for skill checks here and there, and that's basically it. But there's so much to read and see and do. Love some screwing around and finding stuff. Some want a solid goal. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing I read too, right? People were like unhappy that there wasn't like a clear cut like goal procedure and winning condition. Like, you can hit a failure point in the game, right? And it'll literally say, yeah, okay, if you want to end here, end here. If you don't, keep going. Like, and even you could hit like a win condition and it can say, okay, like you win, but you can keep going if you want. You know, so it's very loose in that regard, that you can kind of like start and stop when you want. Like, you don't just like auto lose or auto win. Like, there were some times where I hit like the win condition, but I wanted to learn more about like kind of like the path I was on, so I kept playing. So yeah, if you go into it the right expectations, I think it's really, really cool. It's very unique. I've never played a game like this before. And I can't imagine the amount of like work that went into making this game. Because again, there's like over like 1,000, I think, location cards in the game. They're all like interconnected. There's all kinds of like story little elements to read for all of them. And like, it's crazy. It's like they made a whole world. Like, it's crazy. Hey, Ayato, how's it going? Sorry for being late. Had some schedule conflict. Hey, no issues. Some friends wanted to chill in VR chat. I've never gone on VR chat, actually. Actually, so speaking of VR, I got a funny story. I have a MetaQuest 2. I bought like back during COVID, and I hadn't used it in like years. I don't think I'd used it in like 3 years now. And earlier in the week, I thought about it and I was like, oh, I want to play it again. I liked playing Beat Saber and some other games. I had like a pirated homebrew Beat Saber where I had all kinds of like custom songs loaded in and stuff. So I charged my headset and I played it the other day. And like, I went hard. I played for like an hour. I was sweating. I went like right to expert. I didn't ease myself in. And the next day, my arms were sore. My girlfriend kept laughing at me and making fun of me. Because yeah, I played Beat Saber for an hour and my arms were killing me the next day. But I'm not out of shape, guys. Stonemaier games are very weird overall. I love Viticulture, but the others are not for me. Haven't tried Vantage yet. Yeah, and that's from what I've heard. I think it's the only Stonemaier game I have. I will say, I thought like the component quality was great. Their cards, they use that like I don't know what it's called, like those like linen something cards where it's not quite like normal playing cards. And they just feel good. Like it all packs up well. Like, it definitely feels like the company, like they put a lot of like thought into the packaging and the components. Like, it doesn't feel like they half-ass things. So it's my first experience with the company, and yeah, it was a good first experience in that regard for sure. Yeah, I think it's an A. It could be an S. I don't know. Or is it an S? One thing, like I said, I've never played a board game like this before. It does the open world aspect better than any other game I've ever seen. It really does. It comes the closest to like an open world video game I've ever seen in board game form, for sure. So I think for that reason, I'll go up to S. It was super enjoyable for me, and I want to get back to it some more. I want to get into VR. I just can't get any headset. Why is everything so damn expensive? So I will say the Quest. So not the Quest. Not the Quest 3. Was it the Quest 3S? This one. I think it's here. Let me open this off stream just in case it has anything. I don't want it to. Yeah, the MetaQuest. Yeah, so Canadian, it is $330, and then you'll also get a $50 Amazon card when you buy it, which is pretty crazy because for a long time, VR headsets were like $1,000. And the fact that you can get, I have the MetaQuest 2, and it's cool because it's all like, you don't need a PC, right? It's all in the headset. Like that's mine on the right there, I believe. But yeah, so like $300 Canadian, you get a full VR headset. You don't need a computer. You don't need anything else. It works great. I love mine. I got like a different strap for mine because the default strap is a little uncomfortable. It looks like they improved this one a little bit. Yeah, because, oh yeah, this one's way better. The original strap that came with mine had nothing on top. It was just the sides. And then I bought like a third-party one that like, you know, clamps your head better. But yeah, I think these are a great deal. This is 450 here, but this is the 250 gig one. I got an old HTC Vive headset I got back in the day. Nice. I remember when like the Vive, it's funny how they're going more this direction. Like the Vive and the Index were very popular at one point, but they're very expensive. I've played a game very similar to that racing one, but I absolutely can't find what it's called. Oh, well, there's either Heat. Heat is the big one. Heat Pedal to the Metal. That's like I've never played it, but it's like Formula One racing. And then there is one more that is more, it's closer to Thunder Road, and that is more like Destruction Derby. What is it called again? Let me see here. I can probably find it. Can I sort by rank? Let's see. I'll recognize it right when I see it. I can picture the box in my head. Because they have a two-player version as well of this game, I remember. No, not Gaslands. Oh, what is it? Oh, there it is. Joyride. I don't know if that's the one you were talking about, Minovet. This one, Joyride. Those are the only racing games I know of. There's Thunder Road Vendetta, Heat Pedal to the Metal, and then Joyride. And then this one, actually, they came up with like a Joyride duet, like a two-player version of this game recently. This one is more like Destruction Derby, from my understanding. I think it's not necessarily a race. I think it's all just like smashing into each other. I could be wrong, though. I want to see how much the Steam frame costs. That one looks like it'll be really cool. So that's their new headset. Is it require a PC still? Or is it like the Meta Quest? Oh, is it like the Meta Quest? It looks like it. Oh, wait, is it not? Oh, it supports standalone play. Okay. So it's like the Quest. You could play, just with the headset. And it's like the Quest, too. The Quest, you can connect to your PC and stream games through your PC if you want to play like more like intense stuff. Do you have any examples of D or F tier board games? Anything you've played over the course of your life? See, like I know I didn't put anything in C or D tier, but it's because I'm very particular with the games I buy. Like whenever I buy a game, I do lots of research before I do. So I very, very rarely am I ever buying a game I don't like, because I'm reading reviews, I'm watching playthroughs. Like I very much understand what I do and don't like, right? So off the top of my head, though, let me just look at like the top 100 games, see if any pop out that I've played like I really didn't like, because I am curious if there's any games that pop in that I did not like at all. Also, I got VR entirely for and use it on VR chat. Yeah, I've never used VR chat, funny enough. Let me just scroll through quick, see if anything pops out that I've played and didn't like. It's crazy how high Slay the Spire has risen. I have The Crew. I haven't played it yet, though, but I bought The Crew as like another party game. I have to try it out. I bought this recently, too. It was on sale for like Christmas sale. I've never played a Legacy game. And I bought my dad for his birthday last year, Pandemic Legacy. We just haven't had the chance to play it, unfortunately. So I bought Season 0 for myself, and I'd like to try it in the new year. I've never played a Legacy game. And I've heard a lot of good things about Pandemic Legacy. I bought my dad Season 1, and I'm hoping we can play it this year. It's just, either him or I have been really busy. But then, I got Season 0 for myself. Pandemic Legacy is awesome, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I've heard so many good things about it. Slay the Spire is the GOAT. You can't be surprised at how high it's climbing. So I'm not surprised because the game is good, obviously, right? I'm surprised because I feel like most, I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I feel like most video game tie-ins are kind of shit. Like when they announced a Slay the Spire board game, I was like, it's probably not going to be good. You know, I thought it was going to be very like half-assed. But obviously they put a lot of work and care into it, and it is really good. But I don't know. It's just usually when companies come out with like tie-ins like that, I don't have good like high hopes. I definitely suggest starting from season 1, not season 0. Yeah, I'm hoping to start with my dad first. I've played a ton of regular Pandemic, so I'm familiar with the core concept at least. But yeah, I'll just see if anything jumps out to me. Sleeping Gods, I've been wanting to play at some point. Mechs vs. Minions would be cool, but very hard to get. Final Girl, I've heard really good things about. It's a solo-only game. Seven Wonders was one of the games I sold. I loved this game, but it wasn't a huge hit with my friends. What else we got? I'm gonna try out Arkham Horror the card game when the new like core set comes out this year or next year. What else we got? Bomb Busters, I've heard good things about. It's like a party game. I have 7th Citadel, which I really want to play this year. All right, nothing jumped out at me. I'm sure I've played bad games, right? But like I said, usually when I buy games, I do a shit ton of research. So like I know I'm going to like it already. I'm sure there's something, it's just not coming to mind off the top of my head. I actually have a lot of games in my personal F tier. Those are Nemesis, Tainted Grail, Dune 2019, and Brass at the very least. So Nemesis I own, but I've never played, or haven't played yet. I bought it this summer. Might play it on TTS tomorrow, we'll have to see, but it's something I'm very interested in. Tainted Grail, I've heard very mixed things about. I heard they did like a 2.0 like update to it, and apparently that fixed a lot of problems with the game. Dune 2019, I don't know a ton about. I know like of the game, and then Brass I've never played. But yeah, it's like I said before, Awaken Realms games, they seem like they have a lot of pros and cons, and I'm really curious to see how the Lands of Evershade turns out. Oh, Grail 2.0 is much better, but I don't like the plot overall. Okay, fair. I do like the exploration aspect of Tainted Grail, and it's actually the reason I bought 7th Citadel. Like basically, for anyone unfamiliar, you lay out these cards that basically like form the map, right? And I have 7th Citadel, which is basically the same idea. Yeah, basically, where's a better picture? There's a little bit, I guess. But yeah, you're laying out these cards, basically. And as you go to like the edge of a card, you put a new card, and like it forms to like the map, right? And I think that's a really cool idea. I wish I talked about the map book, how I really like the map book. I wish more games did this. Use like the cards to build the map and explore. Like, I had an idea recently. This is like my dream game right here. Imagine this concept, but sci-fi. Like imagine you're exploring like a spaceship, or you're exploring a space station, and then it's like cards you're flipping as you reveal like the map and explore. I think that would be so cool. I'm such a sucker for sci-fi stuff. Have you played Tiny Epic Dungeons? I had. Oh no, I haven't. No. It's been on my radar. Like I almost bought it in the past, but I never got around to it. Also, Chaos, how dare you slander Nemesis? It's understandable. First one is the most clunky. The newer ones are better. You know what? How'd you explore a spaceship? Dead Zone Rogue. The ads in that game are going crazy for me recently. Literally, I'm like scrolling on my phone recently, and it's like every other ad is for Dead Zone. So how much is it right now? I'm pretty sure it's really cheap, right? 20 bucks. Maybe we'll pick it up. I like roguelikes. I like first-person shooters. I like sci-fi. Checks all the boxes. Got good reviews. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so that's my board game tier list. Like I said, no low tiers, but I do a lot of research. I would like to play more Earthborn Rangers this year to get a better idea on it. I'd like to possibly try Too Many Bones with people, or I might sell it, like I mentioned. I want to play more Ashes Reborn. Let me look at my games to tell you what I want to play this year. 7 Citadel, I want to get around to playing for sure. Horizons of Spirit Island. I have Baby's First Spirit Island, which I've been needing to play as well. Because Spirit Island, for anyone like unfamiliar with solo board games, it is always the highest rated solo board game. People rave about Spirit Island. And Horizons, from my understanding, is just like a slightly simplified version of it. It's like 90% the same game. It was cheap. It was like 35 bucks or something. So yeah, I want to play that at some point this year. What else? 5 Parsecs from Home. It's not a board game per se. It's like a miniature tabletop game. Or was I going to need... Oh, wait. Where are these pictures? Yeah, it's like a tabletop game. It's a book for like a sci-fi war game, basically. And I have a bunch of miniatures. I have the book, and I'd like to play that at some point this year, too. But yeah, and more Kingdom Death Monster. Those are my goals for 2026. But yeah, that's my board game tier list for this year. I wish I would have played this a little more. But like I said, I started playing Earthborn Rangers, then I got Kingdom Death Monster, and this just absorbed me. So I'll have to go back and play that some more. Yeah. Play a little bit of Hearthstone, finish things off. I don't know what I'm going to play. Take a look at Menovat while Hearthstone loads. Anyone have any fun New Year's plans tomorrow? Honestly, I don't think I would enjoy it, but I hear good reviews about Nemesis from everywhere. Everyone loves it in my circles. It is cool. Like, the idea of Nemesis is pretty cool, right? The fact that it's like a semi-co-op game. Oh, let me change my where I am and stuff. Make progress on viewer decks. Yeah, let me see which ones I have available right now. In terms of board games, Stratago original is my favorite. I don't know if it's a global game or whatnot. Stratago. Oh, looks like there's like newer versions. Star Wars version. I've never heard of this game. You know what it looks up? You know what it looks like to me is, what's the game where you was it Guess Who? Is it like that? It looks like Guess Who to me, where you have the people you flip up and down. I dropped a quest DK list when I saw you open the goal. Oh, okay, let me look at that. All right. So for anyone who missed it on Discord, I got a free golden pack from like the gotcha spin. I got a free golden pack, and I opened it off stream because I forgot about it, and I got a golden version of the Death Knight quest. So I feel like I'm honor bound to play it now, right? What am I missing here? Oh, this is Reno too. Svenny, thanks for the tier list. Oh, you're welcome. I'm gonna rewatch it and watch the parts I missed. Yeah, it's fun. It was nice, like, going back. I forgot I played some of the games, honestly. What am I missing here? Do I need Neptulon? Also, Sky General Crag. Do I need these cards, or can I just replace them? Bro is missing the mini set card scheme. You can replace them. Any suggestions? Also, Svenny, every single golden pack I open is 40 dust. Yeah, I was very surprised to get the legendary. Also, Yotto might be a Danish board game, but in an odd way, it kind of functions like chess. Oh, interesting. Yotto says, I know that deck. I still use that from Metavat. Oh shit, it's famous. Just updating the stream name and stuff. Quest XL Reno Death Knight. All right. Licensed Adventurer. Is this card that bad? Hey now, gold packs are not 40 dust, they're 300 dust at least. Are they? Every gold common is... Are they really that much dust? Where's a common that... Oh, there's one. Oh, I didn't think they were disenchanted for that much. Huh. Add in what you think will be good. Let's look for a fun legendary to add. Oh, hell yeah, right? Hell yeah. For my Plague Bros out there. Alright, let's do that. Alright, play some Quest XL Reno Demon Hunter. In honor of me opening the Golden Quest. But yeah, as I was saying, right? Nemesis is really a cool idea in that it's like a semi-co-op. And you could play it full co-op from my understanding, but it's a cool idea. I can't believe you've done this. And yeah, I'd be down to try Nemesis as well. Not even necessarily the first Nemesis, whatever I guess is the easiest to get into. Because I'm pretty sure you've mentioned that the third one is like the easiest one to get into. Enjoy the Steam Cleaner anti-synergy, I guess. Oh, we just won't play Steam Cleaner. It's fine. Third one's Pog. It does have full co-op. I like how they add that. Yeah, I like how you have the option, right, to play semi-co-op or full co-op. All right. Amazing gold quest. Let's go. I gotta put ISS Vanguard away when I'm done now. I just saw it next to me. Oh, I guess I could show the... where is it? I want to show the map book. Because I talked about that. Yeah, so here's the map book. You can see it, like, it's pretty wide. So then, like, it has quite a bit of space. And I totally feel like, you know, Cthulhu, Death May Die, like, I feel like they could have fit most of their maps on, like, a book that size. Or, like I said, just shrink them, like, 10% and make them fit. Do this so I can trigger Hematurge next turn. I think you should have used something like Bob instead. Oh, Bob would have been a good pick. But yeah, map books. Map books always get a thumbs up from me. Oh, it doesn't matter. I could just play Hell on Curve next turn. I got excited just seeing it. Corpse Explosion might be useful, right? Hey, and I have to spend corpses, right? Yeah. All right, go Corpse Explosion. We're totally gonna play the Dark Souls board game tomorrow. I've seen it before. What kind of game is it? Is this one? You like fighting against the boss? GG, guys. Legs always win. I think spells having the kindred effect is pretty cool. Death Strike. I need corpses. All right, we're just chilling. Oh yeah, so like I was saying, right? I think I still think, I don't know. If you guys don't think TTS is that difficult to use, I'm down to just jump into a new game. Or, like I said, could try something new. I don't know. I'm down for whatever. I don't really want him to heal off this. He's only going to heal 4, I guess, right? Okay. I missed that card. That was such a good priest card. It's like a dungeon crawler. You clear rooms on a floor until you get to the floor boss. It goes mini boss, then main boss. Next floor, mega boss is optional. You do 2 minis and a main. That's kind of cool. I feel like I've heard it, like I've seen it, like talked about online and stuff before. Face is the place, guys. Okay, that hit in his hand was nice. Oh, play some little weenies for me to hit. Spinny didn't. I was wondering what you when I saw your message. I thought you were a bot for a split second, and I saw your name. Didn't change the layout accidentally. Okay. Maybe that screwed over his plan. Yeah, I definitely need to get back into Kingdom Death Monster as well. Just with like the holidays and other stuff going on, I kind of fell off a little bit. You deal 5. This is a little annoying. Chillfall Baron. Actually, I should have traded the little shitters. Oh, I didn't. I was like, there's no way there's like a 1 or 2 cost card I could draw that would help me here. That would have helped me. That's all right. Interesting name there, opponent. Vorfiend? I don't get it. Also, I really like it. It's hard but fun and rewarding once you get some proper builds going, like stabilizing with the control deck in Hearthstone against a hyper aggro deck. That's cool. Oh, we're getting there. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Actually, this is nice against like his quest reward, right? Because it just deals damage to enemies. Alright, here we go. He's just going to play that bullshit a bunch of times. Okay, okay. Top deck Reno? It is that easy. Okay, so now we get to deal with, what, 6 of them? Oh, I hit the perfect one. I want to get to 8 corpses. Oh, those don't give corpses. Oh, shit. I wanted 8 corpses for corpse farm. Look at that stupid ass art, eh, guys? That's nice for absorbing shots too, right? And corpses? Yeah, I'll take that one. Oh, I don't have the time to just rip it right now. I'll just chill. Hey, Mabubu or Leo, how's it going? Can you try my DK deck? It's the best you ever seen. Oh boy, I think I copied it already, right? Also, yeah, you are right. Reno would just be the nuts here, right? How much draw do I have? 23 cards left in the deck. Like, I have potentially a big corpse explosion. Ooh, that's nice too. I have potentially a big corpse explosion, but then these just hit my face. What did that get? Ooh, Rush Poisonous. I kind of wanted like a taunt or two, though. Yeah, I think I'd rather like at least one taunt. Oh. Juicy taunt? Oh, it's not the worst. Alright, just don't let me die. The deck is in my deck inventory. Alright. I'm dead? Don't say that. The fact that you have to, like... I feel like the quest reward should have just summoned this. The fact that you just need to play this card too just makes it, again, even worse. Okay, okay. Oh, I bet you forgot about that taunt, didn't you, buddy? My girl, Metapad. This deals 8 damage, right? Oh, 5 damage. I could Ceaseless here. I could Ceaseless into Army of the Dead to trade into the other two and tank the shots. Like if Ceaseless absorbs 1 or 2, that's nice. Blood Boil plus Corpse 5. That'll heal... 4... I'm gonna risk it. All right. Okay, okay. We're still in this. He's got one more, I think, though, right? Oh, he's got that shit, too. Oh, God. All right, I need Reno. What else do I need? Ziliax would be nice. Theotard would be cool to steal one. Reno would all... actually, both Renos would be nice. Airlock Breach. The problem with this quest is that you never want to play the reward. That's true. It's just 5 mana, do nothing. Like I said, if you completed the quest and it summoned it, I feel like that wouldn't even be broken. Because it takes you a bit to complete the quest, right? It's not like you're completing the quest turn 3. It takes you a bit, and it's like, all right, you have an 8/8 on board. Like, big whoop. Wow, he's did nothing. If I get, like, the Rush Raptors with the Bloodlust, that could be good. Oh, do I try for it? Because aren't the Raptors 4/1s? So they would be 8/1s. Is that right? Because then they would just cleanly trade into those stupid things. Oh, there's still 2/1s? I thought it was 4/1s with the 10 mana. Maybe just do Death Rattle and Armor? I thought about playing the quest reward there, but it doesn't do anything. All right, top deck Reno, please and thank you. Got another one. Oh, this is like there's like at least a mass dispel, right? Just buy time. Let him build up the board a bit. Get Reno, hopefully. 19 cards left. What do I have for draw? ETC does nothing. Dispel barely helps. Well, I could Dispel and like Corpse Explosion is what I was thinking. And then at least like the Death Rattle and Reborns, like it full clears the board at the very least. If I do this, then Blood Boil... Oh, actually, I can't do those. Let's see what I get. I get Frost Nova? Oh, Blizzard? Oh. I'm surprised. No, isn't Mass Dispel like one of the options? All right, heart of the cards, guys. We need some Reno. Or we just win with plagues. What's he got in his deck? 14. Also, Ayato, the fact that we have to say that a 5-cost 8/8 is useless speaks volumes as to how badly that reward needs a buff. For sure. Like, 5-mana 8/8 is terrible. It is, but Zeph knows you're cooked either way. He's making it end quicker. All right. If I get a bunch of shit on board, this can clear in 2 turns. Do I blood boil? Like, what do I even do here? He's got so much damage on board. Explosions here once again. I have to wake up early. Sorry to hear. Hope everything's okay. Thanks for stopping by, though. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, I mean, I'm not leaving. Oh, okay. Misinterpreted that. I'm just, like, turbo dead here, I think, right? Maybe these can tank. I'm just guessing I'm dead here. Hit the minions! Why can't I see his damage? I'm guessing I'm just dead. How close was it? Goddamn Reno. Never shows up when you need him. Is it? How popular is this deck? That's what you get for playing Helya. Priest Quest is DK Quest, but better. Yeah, it's actually crazy. Like, I want to at least play this, but I was never in a position... Alright, can we just end this? I was never in a position to play this card. Alright, I'm keeping Helya in, but I'm swapping out another card. I'm swapping out that... So what was a 2-mana card? I'll put Bob in. I think it was Licensed Adventurer? For Bob? Let's try that. Yeah, it's actually crazy how many tools there are in Wild for Priest to, like, abuse that loop. I totally forgot about the tradable card that respawns the death rattles. I forgot about the Xyla hero card that does the death rattles, man. Yes, Paul, join the plague side with me and Ayato. Oh, that's nice turn 2 at least. Quest DK versus Quest DK? Kill Jaden. I know how to say it now, guys. Also, if there's something I need to download for TTS, like when you download the workshop stuff from TTS, is it just small files? Like, I'm guessing it's nothing I need to, like, download ahead of time, right? Oh, thanks for the mana, bud. Sorry, I noticed a smudge on my Stream Deck button and it's bugging me now. Is it on there? Oh. Turn 2 Zephyrs, okay. Oh, these are both good. I guess this, yeah, do I want a 2/2 on the board or a 3/2? And the rush actually can make this useful later on. If the opponent is playing Quest DK in Wild, unironically, he's incredibly based. It's a scientific fact that if you don't play Helya, Patchwork would have hit their quest reward. It would have been nice if it did. Alright, DK. Who's the better Death Knight? I'll try and save this for 5, but if I don't... Actually, no. Next turn, maybe Plague Strike Hero Power. Man, Zephyr's on 2, Elise on 4. This guy's living the dream. Hey, I got Elise on 4 too. Kind of wish I had the spell option. Okay. My control brain thought about trading, and I said, ah, screw it. Face is the place, guys. And also more likely to have a minion on board to copy. What's up, Cottage? She's waking from her slumber. You want to say hello? Show them how your bandana fell off the other day, and now you look all naked. Look at your naked neck. It's funny, after she wears the bandana for a while, and then it comes off, she literally looks naked. Okay. Get a Frost Rune. Oh, Excavate. The good old days. Just discover a spell, I guess. Alright, we know this guy is the inferior Dust Knight because he's not playing the quest, right? Also, Yado, I really badly want to make a Reno no minion Demon Hunter deck, but I don't know if that Skiff will help making it work. Skiff? What is that? Skiff? What are we saying there? Oh man, these top decks are so good. Like, it's not that good, but I kind of just want to play it to try and get the head, right? Yeah, I want to try and get the head ASAP. Especially if it turns into like a grindy game. Yeah, face is the place. I can't spell. Okay. Bro ignoring my answer to his question about TTS. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the TTS stuff are all really small. There's no waiting. By the time you get back to TTS after clicking subscribe on a workshop mod, it's already available. Okay. I just didn't know if there's anything I needed to like pre-download, if it was a big deal or not. We have spanned 0 corpses. Okay, I just shoot that with my hero power, bro. Automod flagged my Headless Horseman message? Oh, okay, allow. We're getting ahead tonight, boys. Yes, we are. I'll save that, I guess. I thought about Theotaring, but I feel like there's nothing super important for me probably to steal, right? Ooh, spend corpses. Ugly art. Yeah, let's get this going. Spend corpses, okay. Oh, the game did not like that. Oh, that might be double battle cry. That'd be nice. Ooh, lifesteal on this is crazy, actually. Okay, I'll take that. It's like a potential full heal. I want to make a no minion spell Demon Hunter deck that uses Renathal to be bigger. I don't know if it even works if I put in... oh, Soul Eater Scythe. Oh, that was a cool card. That's the one where you can add like 3 minions still, right? That would be a cool idea. I do miss that deck. Hell yeah, guys. What do you play? Husk? We don't care. Just shoot Husk. Play hell yeah. I'm just gonna do this. I don't want him to free trade into the 2/2. Yeah, this is a cool lifesteal on this though. Against a big board, yeah, just like a full heals me. Yeah, I'm excited for TTS tomorrow though. It is like 10 years in the making. I'm finally gonna play Tabletop Simulator. I'm gonna play it with you guys on New Year's Eve, too, of all things. It'll be a good day. Oh, you bitch. Oh, the head. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking about the plagues. No head. Who said that? Is Menevat? Yeah, Menevat. No head for us tonight. That's bullshit. Yes, now Chaos's comment makes sense. Okay, that's 5 corpses that I don't have. Ooh, I make a 5/5 rush. Yeah, sure. Summon the highest cost of dead, draw a weapon. Do I have a weapon? Soulbreaker? Sure, I guess. Thins out the deck a little bit. Ma and Pa, spend 5 corpses. Oh wait, no, it's at the start of your turn, right? Oh, I totally... Man, it's been so long, and Ma and Pa, like, barely saw play. I totally forgot how it worked. Was he gonna steal it? Okay. Again, it's Hellia's fault we don't have a head. Oh, what was the second spell? Oh, 2 random dragons. Yeah, Ma and Pa gives you the expense. I totally forgot about that. You ever tried Location Rogue that tries to get at least locations as much as you can with Brewmasters and Shadow Step? I haven't. That sounds like a cool deck, though. Oh, I want to kill this dipshit, though. That's fine. He heals 8. It's not the end of the world. Just kidding. No, he doesn't. Oh, honorable kill, too. Oh. Okay. Wow. What a nice outcome. And that was a good burn. Jeez. I just recalled, did you ever finish that Lich King solo mode? No. I think I've only done it with a couple classes. That's actually, I talked about it a couple streams ago, how I, at some point, because like that's like, kind of like Raren, right? I said how, you know, Raren's always been a big inspiration of mine, and he always does stuff like that, right? He does like challenges, like self-imposed challenges and stuff. And at some point, I will go do like the heroic Lich King, because I haven't done it with all the classes, and that'd be like good content, I feel like, right? I'm so tempted to just rip kill Jade in here, but I won't. That's what he gets for burning the head and plagues. That you're right. He deserved that. You should stream Ice Crown at some point. Is Ice Crown what I'm talking about, or are you talking about something different? Wow. I missed. That was a fun card. I remember doing some... One of my, like, first streams was I was playing a deck where I was trying to get... what's the warrior card? It was some kind of Hydra that it attacked 3 enemies when it spawned. Was it something Hydra? Oh, who here knows? It was something like some kind of Hydra that it was like 9 cost. It attacked 3 things when you played it. Trench Stalker, that's it. Yeah, I remember one of my first streams was I was basically playing this card a bunch of times to get Trench Stalker to over 1,000 attack and then one-shot the opponent. It was good old days. Should I just rip Astalor and go face? Ice Crown is the Lich King adventure where you have to win with each class. Okay, that's what I was talking about. Just go face? Just go face, guys. Oh, interesting. All right. I thought about like clearing his board there, but he's at 7 health. Oh, God. This guy has all the answers. I wonder if I should Astalor soon. Or not Astalor, Theotar. This guy's got all the answers. But yeah, like I said, it was like literally like my 2nd stream or something. I forget what the combo was, but it was all about playing him multiple times. I think you were like brewmastering him or something, and yeah, I eventually got a Trench Stalker over 1,000 damage. Jaden next turn? I think I need to, right? Yeah, let's do it, guys. Go big or go home. Man, what's with this weird lag? Oh, is this Reborn with full? This has the Dark Gift, right? Or no, it's just regular. Right? Oh, thank God. All right. You got your own kill, Jaden? I got Corpse Explosion and Blood Boil. So I got some multiple board clears, which is nice. This is a cool card. When did this card come out? Watch him like Bob my Kill Jaden or something. Or Kill Jaden. I almost said it wrong. Oh, is this expansion? It's a cool card. That's a beefy boy. I might Theotar this turn. He's had a couple cards in his hand for a while. Okay. Oh no, is the genie turned off? Oh yeah, how does that even work? I never thought about that. Okay. Give me something good. Oh, that boy can get big. You got Suffocate? He's no Starship pieces. You're not getting that. You're not getting that either. Sure. All right. He's got a lot of beefy guys in his deck, right? So this could be really big. I'm assuming he just has like a hard removal, but I would rather have the removal myself. Like even if he kills us right away, I'll be happy. Okay. Remove the 5/5. Play one more big thing. Okay. Holy shit, that guy's gonna be big. Oh, Oh, no, don't have the Primus. If he Primuses that, I will be so sad. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. If he Primuses that, I'm never getting rid of that Primus. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, he can't kill it, though. He can ping it, I guess, but... What was the point of that? What? Why? Why? Alright, can you hit that, please? Hit this! Hit this! Hit this! Good guy. There was a Tavern Brawl a while ago that makes you draw the same cost card as your mana amount. I remember that one. Yeah, turn 1, draw 1, turn 2, draw 2. Where it could play Black Rock and Roll. Oh, that was the other card too, yeah, Black Rock and Roll. I feel like that was, yeah, the combo. I remember, yeah, doing Black Rock and Roll into whatever that card was called again. You play him multiple times. Yeah, that was part of the combo, I remember, for sure. Okay, that's not the worst. Ooh, is he gonna freeze? Oh. Wow. Okay. What did he draw there? What? So I just play the big boy. I shoot that. He kills that. The other one. This guy's made a couple weird turns. All right, my guys are getting beefy, though. I got Corpse Explosion. I got a couple board clears. It's a little too bad that Zephyrs doesn't work. Or I guess there's a non-zero chance that Zephyrs can work again, right? Because isn't your deck, like, constantly changing? Okay. Okay. A little annoying he has the Reno Hero power. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, it's so annoying having to make this trade, but... I think I trade, give that lifesteal, just go face. Like, this is just like a base race at this point, right? Yeah, the fact he gets an extra draw is annoying. Surely he dies to large men. Yes, that's the plan now. It is just attack with large men. Larger and larger men. That's not the worst. It's more annoying, if anything. Oh, he's got 3 of them. Oh, no, he's got... Wait, 3 or 2? Is it get a copy or 2 copies? It is 3? Oh, man. This guy is getting, like, all the nuts this game, I swear. And I'm just drawing shit. Five. What if I do this? I can spend some life and then heal it back with the lifesteal guy? You're finished. Don't say that. Okay. I want more draw. Ugh. I'm surprised this isn't free. Oh, man. Mindbreaker to turn off Reno hero power. I thought about it, but the one this turn isn't that big of a deal. This draws me a card at least. This maybe summons some stuff. This maybe summons some stuff. I do have a potential board clear and heal here. I need some good draws, like not this 2 mana does nothing. Okay. I can shoot this with my hero power. Oh, actually, Corpse Explosion. This summons 6 legendaries. I don't know if it matters or not. Imagine if we had no Death Rattle demons. There is Death Rattle demons, right? Oh. This is board clear, right? With Corpse Explosion? Oh, there's not enough room, right? Wait. If I ping that, play this, Corpse Explosion, that works, right? Right? All right, so I'll have a big boy on the board. Are any of these? Oh, destroy the minion to your right. Is he gonna? Oh wait, I can play something. Oh, I can play Zephyrs in his way. Okay. I was like, imagine this just eats Magtheridon. Oh, these stay in your hand. I didn't realize that. I thought the minions you didn't play would go away. It's just, it's just that turn they cost health. Interesting. All right, that was an okay turn. Oh, am I going to be able to play the 5 mana 8/8? You finally served your purpose, little blue man. Yes, see, yeah, Zephyrs came in handy. Yes, Zephyrs, we thank you. You saved us. Oh, it's based on health, right? How did that bitch get reborn? Okay, that's not the worst. Has stealth, bud. Bro, try to. I know these are the people I get paired against, and like I'm just taking what 9 damage a turn now. Oh, 6, 9. Oh, it's just over. The Mograine. God damn it, man. Can I at least play the quest reward once? Triple Mograine, man. And you see, I'm getting paired against these mouth breathers trying to target stealth minions. Guy had so many good draws. Mograine's Mo problem indeed. Yes. Mograine, all the problems. That was annoying. You could have played it and then conceded. You are right. I want to see the location though. I want to play it and like have it die. I don't even know what the location does actually. Is this discard Warlock? Is that all the kids are playing? I almost mulligan the quest. I almost feel like this is a quest you could mulligan because you aren't spending corpses like forever. Oh, I got Helya. Turn 3 Helya. Oh, it deals 4 damage. That's it. How many like uses are on the location? 2. Okay. It is crazy that like the body doesn't do anything. Or do I coin out Ma and Pa? It might actually live, right? Actually, if it died, I could use this for the 5 corpses. Oh, okay, okay. I got the top decks this game. Oh, that's not that top deck. Put that one back. I don't want it. Oh, is this discard shit? Oh, is it? Oh, what is this? The Primus move going for the heal was also bad. Should have gone for Unholy. For sure. Like, especially the guy knew I had big minions in my hand. He could have done the blood next turn. Gotta wait 2 whole turns to get bro back, only for him to do nothing. Exactly. And then you get to deal 4 more damage. Wow. Is Mom and Pa gonna live? Man, fracking would have been good against plagues. Actually, if he like just destroys and discards his deck, plagues could come in handy, right? Wow. Okay. What was the point of that? Oh, I kind of want to rip. Yeah, let's do it. The quest is so good, right? Yes, totally worth running. I can't believe they've never buffed it. Didn't they buff some of the other quests? Like you guys said, if this had Taunt or Rush, like it would be a million times better, right? It still wouldn't even be good. It would just be like better. Like you still spending 15 corpses is still a decent amount. Then you still have to play the card too. Or you just have Ma and Pa completed, I guess. Can Zephyr, like, do I want to silence this? Like, or something? Is Zephyr's worth playing here? Like, is this bad? What shadow spell is this discounting? Oh, it had a rune removed. Was it Rainbow previously, or what was the rune requirement? I opened this quest and was really excited for one day. Oh, it was Double Blood. They did buff the DK quest. They made it go from 18 to 15. Oh, it was 18 originally too. Jesus. If it dies finally, it's okay. I got 2 triggers off him. I thought about playing Zephyrs, but Zephyrs could be good if I get him low enough to finish him, maybe. I don't even know what this guy's doing, though. Oh, is this what he's playing? Am I just dead here? Is there some combo? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, at least he technically can't kill me with the whole weapon. And I can still do this. Oh, the plagues! The plagues, guys! Also, Svinny, I've just seen that due to the schedule, I have a power cut starting at 11 p.m. I forget your time zones as mine. This is probably the time you'll be playing TTS. So right now, it is 7 p.m. for me. Aw, you bitch. It's alright, just draw a bunch of plagues. No. Dumbass can't count, smartest board player. Also crafted a new rogue quest. Just draw 3 plagues and I win. What a stupid deck. God. I felt like I had such a good start too. No offense to the wild players, decks like that I think are so dumb. For a deck to just do nothing and then just like turn 4, turn 5 combo and just win like that, I think is not fun. Buffs did nothing for DK Quest. They could have left it as is and nothing would have changed. It's 2 a.m. for me, so your time zone is UTC -5. Let me look up. Oh yeah, UTC -5. I'm keeping Reno because I want to play it. Most decks in WoW are dumb, but I like them. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what could I have done against that deck? Is like you play another degenerate deck? That's the only option. I'll never forgive South Park for this BS. All right, this will probably be my last game, so let's see if we can finish on a good note. Also, Menevat, I won't hold these losses against you because you are intentionally handicapping us with the quest. So this deck is just for the memes. Don't worry. The difference is 7 hours, so at 4 p.m. your time, I'll already have a cutoff and won't be able to play. Oh, it's too bad. Sorry to hear, but the next day, yeah, you can watch the rerun. And I'm gonna be playing TTS and other streams too. It's not like this will be the only one. I might do it like a monthly affair or something. They always give every other class cards that can synergize and combo with all sorts of things and do wacky shit. Then all they give DK is Tyrax. For real. It's crazy to me because quests are one of the things Hearthstone's like known for to me, right? Like when I think about Hearthstone, like quests are one of like the defining features almost, right? And for them to bring quests back and have like such shitty ones, that's kind of crazy. Is this discover from my deck? Oh, just discover. That's actually I'll take that. I'll take that. I like the leech better, but this for corpses is okay. More like you intentionally handicapped us with Helia. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Let's get this going, I guess. I thought about like Hero Power, Plague Strike or something, but I'd rather save them for something bigger. They overcompensated after the Stormwind fiasco. You're probably right. But that's like the opposite end of the spectrum, man. All right, Reno on 8 will be nice. Should have added Lore Walker Cho. You know, when I said like what are some cards we can when I said what are some cards we can add, and I asked you guys, I almost said Lore Walker Cho. Does chat get to make requests for music? Yeah, for sure. If it's like copyright free music, that's the only thing. Like the music I play, it's from like copyright free playlists, so it doesn't cause any issues. But yeah, if you look up any copyright free music, I'm down for suggestions for sure. Theotar, their Talon card? Yeah, maybe. Or I can bob it too. I think it's Exodia Hero Power Paladin. Oh, okay. Theotar destroys his deck sometimes. What do I need to steal? Like, I forget the combo here. Uther? And then, because what's like the combo? Is like Sing Along Buddy and then Hero Power Refresh? Is that the combo? See, combos like this, I dislike less because, yeah, it's the same deal. It's an OTK, but it's much slower, right? Last game is literally like whatever, turn 4 or something, or turn 5, and he just OTK'd me out of nowhere, basically. But at least this one requires more time and setup. I'm not opposed to OTKs if they're a little slower. They might also use Call to Arms. Oh, okay. Oh, Patchwork. Is this only minion? Oh, so can't get rid of Uther, right? Get rid of, like, Sing-Along Buddy? Just hit both Sing-Along Buddies, right? Then just GG. Oh. Did Brand matter? Elise is cool, I guess, but is Brand important? Also, Uther's 9 mana, is that right? Exodia doesn't run Brand. Oh, okay. Also, that's a random card to have in the deck. Is this just like a value paladin? What is this? I think I save Reno then, right? I like this person now. Looks like homebrew. So they checked the meme button that I talked about. I should do like a tournament with you guys where we can only play like meme decks. All your decks have to be vetted by me. They all have to have Lore Walker Cho in them. Non-copyright songs, Beethoven's Symphony No. 5. I'm assuming because it's so old, right? It's like public domain. But you know what's funny? Last week when I did Fancy Friday, I thought about playing classical music, but I didn't have time to look into whether or not it was like copyright free or what classical music was copyright free. Or you know what we could do too for like the meme tournament is have like 5 or 10 card, like let you guys go wild, do whatever kind of deck you want, but there's like 5 or 10 cards that I pick that they have to be in every single deck. So it'll be like joke cards, right? It'll be like Lore Walker Cho, Nat Pagel, like a bunch of shitty meme cards. And it's like you have to have those 5 or 10 cards in your deck. That's another way you could do it too. I'll just get rid of those. It should all be public domain. It's from the 1800s and shit. Yeah, I figure. But I don't know. I don't want to risk it without reading into it. Today I played against a quest warrior who ran Cho. I was very surprised and my MMR isn't that low. Are you sure it's not that low? Ooh, I had a little hiccup there. Is it choppy on your guys' end? Oh, it's okay now. Did it get choppy for a second on there for you guys? Currently playtesting the Demon Hunter deck I talked about. Let me know how it goes. That's a cool idea. Oh, it lagged for a sec. That's weird. Normally, I never have any dropped frames. I never have any like lagginess, I don't think. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, Yada, let me know how that deck goes. That's a cool idea. Copyright stuff makes me so angry, as if it should ever last longer than 10 years. So, like, a funny thing is, for anyone who doesn't know, up until recently, like, the Happy Birthday song was copyrighted. I know a few years ago, the Happy Birthday song became public domain, but until then, it was copyrighted. And that's why if you ever went to, like, a restaurant or anything, they always sang, like, their version of Happy Birthday. It's because it was, like, the normal one that people sing is copyrighted. And it's, like, it's so stupid. I feel like I'm okay with this trade. Mine's the pink Ziliax. It's the better one. Shifter Xeris for the meme decks. I'm going to write this down, actually. Because I think it's kind of cool. give you guys a bunch of random like meme cards, and they have to be in your guys' decks. Because maybe even some of you guys can find ways to like abuse those select cards, you know? Maybe you could figure out some Cho combo or something. That'd be cool. Opponent's homebrew is too powerful. It's breaking the stream connection. That's if we figured it out. There's a draw, right? I think I saved this in case he like board clears or something. Cho and Burgle Rogue. Oh, that'd be a good time. Look at his aura. It only played one aura, right? Oh, wait. Wait, what's the aura? Oh. That's not that big of a deal, right? Man, this card used to be so annoying sometimes. He's got an ETC. Do I see Otar here? You know, it'd be funny if I gave him Stitch Giant, it would be full price. Like, what's the full cost? Oh, it's 9. That's not that bad. It'd be funny if it was over 10, he just couldn't play it. Let's do it. Okay, I got the... I'll try again. I'm fine with that. This is gonna be a little tough to get rid of, though. Alright, I'm not scared. I'm at 55 life. We're good. But yeah, I wrote down that idea. Giving you guys, like, give you guys 10 cards, or even, like, I don't know, some amount of, like, shitty cards, and then make a deck with these cards and we'll play a tournament. And it's something you guys can even do, like, off-stream, too, right? Like, I can make a tournament bracket and be like, all right, you know, Spinny and Menovat, you guys play this round. So then, like, at some point, you guys play together and, like, let me know the results. We could have a whole tournament. That'd be cool, actually. Wow, I'm so surprised he didn't change attack into the Giant. It would only taken 2, right? Yeah. What is this guy doing? My friend, Godzilla, what are you doing? Can Zephyrs... Zephyrs is stupid, right? How do I make Zephyrs give me Mass Dispel? Do I play a little bit of cards first? That's actually not the worst. Sphere's also nice. I'll do this. All right, give me like Mass Dispel, or actually no, or the Shadow Word Ruin. Shadow Word Ruin's also good too. Yeah. It kills my Giant, but who cares? All right. Needs to be exact mana. Yeah, it's funny how Zephyrs has got dumber over the years. All right, next turn, guys. We're playing Tyrax. All it took was this idiot Paladin. Okay. He's hanging in there. If I lose after talking all this shit, we're not playing Hearthstone tomorrow, guys. I got one more Theotar. He's got Renathal. He's got Astalor. Alright, I gotta play Tyrax. Destroy your undead, resummon them. Is this undead? Oh, to get double location going, guys? Oh, okay, this was a good finale to this deck. All right. So we had multiple games where we didn't get to play Tyrax, and now we're getting double Tyrax. It all. Thank God I did that. Oh man. I would have had 0 Tyraxes if I didn't do that. Zephyrs has always been dumb. I hate when I don't get what I need. I feel like the first year or two that Zephyrs was out, it wasn't that dumb. Oh, I'm so sad I didn't steal any of that with Theotar. Did I take Astalor? Astalor? Or he's got a couple other cards. Let me just do it. I got some shitty cards I can give him. Do I care about that? I have Blood Boil. I have Nomelia. I think it's fine. Yep, take the Piranha. Wait, this doesn't work? I've played a quest. Or is it because there's no enemy minions on the board? Why isn't that lit up? Bob into Koldara Drake. How's Bob going to give me Koldara Drake? N'Zoth is missing for lots of Tyrax. That's funny too. Don't forget the hero power. Did I miss the hero power? No, I did it. Okay. Oh, it's because there's no enemy minion. Okay. Oh, discover a minion, refresh 3 mana. What is this? Summon 2 random 3-cost beasts. They attack random enemies. That's Blood Boil. Oh, I thought that was 3. I don't know why I thought it was less. That's fine. I still can't believe I would have had 0 Tyraxes if it wasn't for me getting that card. So is this discover like any minion? Or it's specifically the Koldara Drake mana cost? Was it 6 mana? Does it discover a 6 cost, refresh 3 mana? Oh, it's any minion. Wow. That's wild, the like disparity there. Okay. What does this do? After this minion survives damage, swap its stats. Interesting. So I could ping it and it gets 4 health. This is the last turn for all of these, right? Yeah. All right. Next charge on here. I can hero power it, then kill it with that. Look at Tyrax go. He's doing so much. And you know what's funny? The minion hasn't done jack shit. All like the location has been okay, but the minion doesn't do anything. The minion is just a way to get the location again. That's all. Like, it could be a 1-1 for all I care. Who cares? I got a bit of a clear here. I got Nomelia. I really wish I had Ysera in this deck. Like, big greedy decks like this, the 15 mana is always so nice. Wow, okay. One of them is Renaissal. Okay, that's okay. Ooh, if I hero power, though, that switches to 4 health. Oh, but then I can Nomelia. Okay, neither. All right, he's top decking. Oh, he's gonna have a big beefy boys in his hand, though. Oh, am I gonna lose to this, like, value paladin? Him being an 8/8 is actively detrimental towards getting the location because it takes a bit to actually kill him and get a new location. Yeah, you're right, actually. The minion is just to exhaust their minions and remove the location is the actual goal, yeah. Just make Tyrax a 3-mana 2/2. It's like it would unironically be better. You're all right. Yeah, see, I wish I had a little bit more mana here. These 6-cost ones are a little clunky. I need to get this going. Actually, do I take the 7/7? The 4/6 doesn't do a lot. Yeah, let's get rid of the 7/7. Just give us the location and have it give infinite durability. That's a cool idea. Because still every other turn, right? It's like, it's 4 damage every other turn. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, he's got some big boys in his hand. He can full trade into Tyrax, which gives me 4 damage, I guess. Leroy incoming? Oh, don't say that, man. Let's not end like that. Okay, that's fine. That's still annoying, but... At least I can ask the Lord to clear and, like, have something on the board. Ooh, I have to be careful. That's 4 damage. Or I could No Muncher. Man, too bad I didn't have Zephyr still. The weapon removal would have been nice. They get the heal now. Surely No Muncher. Yeah, we're on the same page. Tyrax died immediately before doing jack shit again. Okay, what do I got? Reno would be great. Headless Horseman would be decent. Soul Stealer's good. Ceaseless is good. I also got some not so good cards. Hematurge's good. Hell yeah is actually okay. He's got 7 cards in the deck. Elise is good. I think we have more good draws than bad draws. Oh, ETC in the Kobold. I didn't even think of that. That would be nice, actually. Did this guy blue screen or what? Oh, he hovered over Sticky Noah Muncher. What's he get? Like he's just gonna get some removal, which is no big deal. Oh, okay. That's that's fine. Oh. Yeah, I have to, right? Yeah, that. Man, I didn't remember when I didn't know this card was actually like in the game. I'm gonna make his fingers so sticky, Chaos. Could have tried to keep Zephyrs around for Bob. Oh, you are right. You are right. But now the goal is ETC and the sticky fingers. That's all I was thinking about. Hey, look, that card that isn't in the game. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Actually, do I like that this turn? I can't really do anything else, and I can't clear anything. I'm gonna go 10 because I'm greedy. How do they synergize? I'm guessing Menevet meant so I could have stolen, got my own Zephyrs with Bob. I'm guessing that's what he meant. This isn't that big a deal. Give all minions in your hand +1/+1. It was gonna a couple minions. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just clear one of these. I saw the 4-cost legendary blink on the deck tracker and got excited. Dumbass location taking up space right now, yeah. Ooh, it'd be a shame if I obliterated that. And it'd be a shame if that was your whole turn. Actually, that's a good Headless Horseman target, too. What else am I gonna do this turn? Oh, okay. Headless Horseman, ETC. Oh, hero power first though. It's free. It's free real estate, guys. All right, sticky fingers. Don't have any way. Don't dirty rat. Don't have any way to steal it. Actually, I'll just do this to get Tyrax back. What is this? That's a spell. Okay. See, this has actually been a fun game, though. Like, I wish I got to play more games like this. Like, his deck's not terrible. He's playing some good cards, but it's also not, like, busted or anything. Summon a 7/7 with Divine Shield. Oh, poor Paladin. Oh, stealing your weapon. Do you remember the mech tank as a card? Oh, yeah, I think I do. Yeah. That's cool. That's the old one. Man, what a game. Death Knight with the Paladin weapon. DK spell naming convention. Obliterate, asphyxiate, suffocate, waiting to inebriate, proliferate, annihilate. Oh shit, good one, guy. I gotta get rid of that for sure. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, that is the tank. That's the tank. I was picturing the art in my head. It's only 7 damage. Who cares? And actually, you know what's funny is he used his Zephyr, so he doesn't have weapon removal, right? Imagine he just hard ran Sticky Fingers. Oh, okay. Got some big boys over here. Can I get some taunts up? What do I do? Do I location? Do I get taunts up? There's a 16 damage on board, right? I'm greedy. Oh, okay. Corpsicle. 8. It's not enough damage. I'll take it though. Endless Corpsicle. Get Tyrax back. Wait, I did not math that right, did I? Okay, that actually turned out perfect. I can't math, guys. Oh, just draw Helia. Just draw Helia and win. You got kill Jaden? Oh, shit. Watch, I actually have no way to deal with that. Why did you not trade into Tyrax, bro? Oh, headless. I'm getting head next turn, guys. Do I just freeze it? Or no, I just kill it, right? Yeah, just kill it. Kind of sucks I have to do multiple cards, but it is what it is. I'm not dead here, right? What is this? 16, 21. I'm not dead. Get rid of these stupid divine shields. Or should I just go face there? Discover friendly man that died this game. Okay, wow. I maybe should have shot face there, because he's going to start taking fatigue damage, right? But now we don't know what is infinity divided by 2. Maybe next time. We almost knew Tyrax times 2. Oh, I get more armor next turn, though. Oh, I overdraw. Don't overdraw Helya, man. Don't overdraw Helya. That's okay. If I overdraw Helya here, I am going to be so upset. Actually, no, I want to watch that happen. I'm a glutton for punishment. Please. RNGesus. Don't do me like this. I don't think he quit. He has a chance to win here, right? He's got beefy guys on board. I'm at 7 life. Like, I'm in a good place. I have board clear. I got 12 armor here. But he doesn't know that. If I draw Helya, though, I'm freezing and then playing Helya. Or no, I can't. I forgot my hand was full. God damn it. I wanted that. Never lucky, guys. Metavat, are you happy, Metavat? Are you happy? Sure. Try that card again out. It was fun. I can't even get my undead from my hero power. Who cares? Hand's too full. What's your last card? She's bad luck, I keep telling you. Alright, my friend. GG. All these board clears, man. Imagine if they just dropped Mechathune. Actually, I just taunt here, right? There's literally nothing you can do against it. Like he only has hero power. Full send face. Man, it's wild how stealing the weapon won me this game. I took so much damage. Also, you are right, Metavat. Helya has been very bad luck this game. These games. Achievement: you are not worthy. Did he concede? Oh, I wonder what that achievement was for. Oh. Yeah. Oh, man. All right. That was a good Tyrax game. We got to see Tyrax get resurrected a bunch of times and then do nothing and then get resurrected again. I'm curious. What was that quest for? Look at anything here? Ooh, I got to finish that. I'm really close. Get some goodies here. Sure. You are not worthy. Prevent 200 damage with the movable object. That's funny. All right, well, I'm happy the last game turned out to be decent. Sticky Fingers was MVP. We got head that game. We beat resurrected Tyrax multiple times. That was a good finish to the DK quest saga there. Next up for DK spells, ruminate, rage bait, untolerate, storm the gate, masturbate, formulate, swipe on an 8, fornicate, deliberate. That's funny. The last game deserves its own video. Yeah, I'll write that one down. That one's worth checking out again. See if it's worth posting or anything. I decided that is one of my goals for the new year as well. Is I need to get back to posting videos. You know, I've posted about it, or I've talked about it a few times, how I have a bunch of ideas for videos and stuff. I just need to like do it. You know, I just need to actually buckle down and start like writing and editing and recording and stuff. So that's one of my goals for the new year, though, to start making and posting videos again. Because my ideas just keep building up, but I just haven't done anything about it. So yeah, I have a bunch of like timestamps here from older streams that like games that are probably worth posting. I have some ideas for some other like variety videos. I want to do some custom card videos. You know, I've talked about doing some videos where I focus on like a group of cards people made. So yeah, got lots of ideas. Just got to do stuff about it. But yeah, it's a fun stream. Played some amazing DK quests, did the tier list, which I've wanted to do for a while. Tomorrow will be Tabletop Simulator with you guys, so I'm not sure exactly what we're going to play. I know Nemesis has been bounced around, but yeah, tomorrow I'll play Tabletop Simulator, ringing the new year with you guys. Should be a fun time. But as always, thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Usual time, yep. So tomorrow will be like 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not sure what it is for you. About 4 hours ago, that's when I'll be going live tomorrow. And then I'll be going to like at least till this time, if not a little later tomorrow. We'll have to see. But yeah, thanks for coming by, guys. Hopefully see you tomorrow. If not, hope you have a good New Year's. Hope you have a good night. And I'll see you in 2026. But take care, everyone. Love you all. Bye-bye.